Goodness, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Zombie Bird and Bev and Sky Fieri and Leonie and Ruthie and Angelica and Petty. Hello, Bryn and Fitzroy. Cat Shark, hello. Great name. Dark Rubber Ducky, hello. Marie, hello. Doohickey, hello. Emily, lovely to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for 17 months. Emily says, missed you a lot missed a lot and missed you. Hope you're all well. I'm doing well, mate. I hope you're doing well. Happy weekend, everybody, and happy weekend to Emily. Hello, Kelly Jones. Thank you for being here for 3 years. Happy 36 months, Kelly says. Woohoo! Late night live. It is a late night live for everybody. It's currently 2:46 p.m. here on beautiful, Brisbane sunny afternoon. Sunny? Actually, that's not true. It is a little bit overcast, and there was a little bit of rain before. But it is lovely. Hello, Kelly. Voodoo, a pleasure as always. Thank you so much for the support, and not at all required. Very much appreciated. Welcome back to Petty, Nisi, Stephanie, hello, Lock, and Air Fryer Recipes with Booger 500 US. Hello! Lovely to see you all. Please make sure you thank the lovely Voodoo for the gift. And there was someone else. Big Tenny's wife. Hello. Thank you so much for returning to the channel as a member. I appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're having a fabulous... that's fair, Voodoo. I hope you're all having a fabulous weekend. Sorry, I realize I'm a little bit loud today, but that's just me. Can't balance audio to save my life. How are you all doing? Are you having a good weekend? I'm having a lovely weekend. Thank you so much for asking. Saturday was good. Saturday was pretty chill. I was here Saturday, actually. And then Saturday night was fine. Fine? No, it was better than fine. It was great. We're caught up with Drag Race. We can officially talk about Drag Race, which is good. Marina, what a star. What a star. I love Marina. Top two for me for UK versus the World season 2 is Marina and Hanaconda. I do love La Grande Dame. That's different. I do, but I've got to root for the local queen Hanaconda and her comically inflated lips. Mama Bear, thank you very much for gifting us a channel member as well. Welcome back to Ruthie. Lovely to see you. I hope you're having a lovely weekend, Ruthie. And please make sure you thank Mama Bear. Juniper, a pleasure as always. Thank you for being here for 33 months. Juniper says, howdy y'all. I got promoted at work and I'm here. Congratulations, mate. Chat, can we get some hands up and some love for Juniper in the chat? Congratulations. I'm no doubt well deserved and best of luck to you. And I hope you have a fabulous weekend. No, this is UK versus the World Drag Race. Hanaconda is the representative for the Down Under cast. She's from Down Under season 2 and she lost to Spanky Jackson, which was a little controversial at the time, I think. Spanky Jackson was iconically known for never wearing pants, which isn't a read, it's just the truth. She was always kind of in a panty or leotard, so. Anyway, Hanaconda's great. We love Hannah. She came out as a business cat this weekend. It was great. And then mainline, sorry, this is Poppy's Drag Race review. I don't know what you clicked on. Season 16 of the flagship. Sad to see Maya go. I had a soft spot for Maya, the Queen of Flips, because everybody knew. But I love to watch her on the stage. It was great. It was very entertaining, very fun. So obviously Maya's gone home. Oh, also full of spoilers. I'm so sorry. Maya's gone home. It was her time. It's I don't want to say it's the unlikability of the cast. The cast are really fun to watch on 16. But they also do not suffer fools. It's great. It's very compelling. It's not RuPaul's Best Friend race anymore. Yeah. Neurospicy, thank you for being here and thank you for gifting 5 channel memberships, mate. Welcome back to Eric. To Soapy. Soapy, yeah, sure. Soapy, Maverickson, Jen, Sinking, and Cat Shark. Lovely to see you all today. Please make sure you thank the very generous Neurospicy for the gifts. Thank you, Neurospicy. I hope you're having a good weekend. Okay, so it's time to get into what we're actually here to watch, and that's Miss Foodie Beauty, Miss Everyday Mariam, Miss Chantal Marie, and her 2 most recent uploads. We're going to watch them in reverse chronological order because the first one is 5 minutes and honestly should have been a short. This didn't need to be a full video. It's 5 minutes and 28 seconds. It's unboxing my 100k silver play button from YouTube. We can all have a discussion on whether or not we think it's real. I mean, she has hit 100k, but she did get it curiously early. We can talk about it. And then we're going to move over into the live stream, which was 2 hours and 36 minutes long. Now, you know my opinion. I don't necessarily love watching Chantal reacting to someone, reacting to Chantal. It's just turtles all the way down in the worst possible way. But it's messy drama on the internet because Foodie's fighting with your mama, so why not? I got nothing to do for an hour. I've got what have I got on? I've got rice pilaf cooking and the lamb roast is pretty much done. So and the meal prep for this week is just happening in the background. So why not just do 2 things at once, you know? Hannah, thank you so much for gifting 5 channel memberships, mate. That's very much appreciated. Welcome back to Marvin, Alexandra, Janelle, Sarah, and Christina. Thank you all so much for being here, and please make sure that you thank the fabulous Hannah Louise for gifting those channel memberships. Okay, cool. I have my beverage. I hope you all have a beverage. I hope you're all doing something productive while we listen in on these shenanigans. As always, do something good, kind, funny for yourself. Just make sure you don't get negatively impacted by the nonsense that we watch on YouTube. For those of you, sorry, rather. Oh my. Hi, my name's Zach. That's who I am. Lovely to meet you if you're new, and thank you very much for returning if you are coming back. I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy who lost weight, talks about things on the internet and watches way too much of too many people. I'm also not here to bully, shame, harass, or humiliate. Just here to talk about the produced monetized content that we see on this platform, because it's all about what choices about what we say, choices about what we put on the internet. Choices. I have myself some caffeine because it's highly required today. It's not my favorite monster, but that's okay. This one's pink. That's the flavor. It's pink flavor. Kind of tastes like a pink lolly. Let's go. Loud.
Hi, welcome back to another video.
Loud, I'm so sorry.
There, Beezers.
No. 5.5 minute nonsense. I don't need 30 minutes of it to be ads for your BS. Go away. Sorry. Okay, let's watch. Why has it got a hole in it? What happened to this poor box? Marvin, thank you for the super chat, lovely. Marvin says, I got a shirt that says, kiss me, I'm Irish-ish. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Oh, thank you for the super chat, mate. I forgot, sorry, St. Patrick's Day. Technically St. Patrick's Day today, here in Australia. Well, hopefully it's not raining tomorrow. Or... yeah, hopefully the weather holds up. Or maybe it's raining at nighttime. I sleep really well at nighttime when it's raining. I like it. Sorry. Thank you for the super chat, Marvin. Ask Amazon why there's a hole in it. So when the entire discussion about the 100k plaque came up, I was like, surely there are people out there who just like dupe this, right? Turns out, yes. Yes, there are many people who just make these plaques. Congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honored to take part in recognizing your achievements and want your experience to be exceptional. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. Shout out Rick! Everyone shout out Rick from, what is that, Society Awards? Is that what that logo is? Sure, shout out Rick. If your award was damaged during shipping, if you have any, or I'm assuming if you have any questions, please contact us at youtubecreator@societyawards.com. So assuming Society Awards is just like the manufacturer, the shipper or something. I can get my own too. See, I wouldn't want to get one with like 100,000. Just one. Congratulations on one subscriber.
Do you remember your first subscriber? Your 100th or your 1,000th subscriber? Chances are you do.
I have got this sped up, yes.
You know that you'll definitely remember.
Citizen says, real or not real, the subs were fake. Just like Poopy. Yeah, I think it's so interesting because so many other content creators would be, I don't want to say unbothered, but would be appreciative. How do I say this nicely? I don't think there is a way. Foodie hangs her Foodie hangs her hat on her YouTube popularity. Which is weird to me, because I kind of feel like I have watched YouTube for a long time, right? Messy drama, girl world, like, aside, there's so many content creators. Like, I love watching people who play like video games and make content around video games, and like people who review like tech stuff, and like that's kind of my history of YouTube, right? And I like specifically like gaming channels, sit down, you say, thank you all so much for getting me to 100,000. I remember when blah, blah, blah. This was the thing, like reminiscing on their career on YouTube. But then it kind of just stops. Like it's not something that is like, you can be proud of it, sure. But Foodie bought the subs, allegedly. Foodie bought some subs, and Foodie's views do not match her subscribers. And like, life isn't a popularity contest, and neither is YouTube. As much as people like vie for the view and everything is content and all of that stuff, like in reality, most people I think treat YouTube, I mean, like there is the business aspect to it, I guess, but a lot of people who just do this as a hobby is just a laugh. Like it's just the numbers are the numbers, right? And you're either having fun doing it or you're not, and that kind of comes through in your content.
Remember your 100,000th subscriber. Your fans may have found you while searching YouTube, learned about you through a friend, or maybe you showed up as a recommended video. No matter how they came to your channel, your audience stayed, and their numbers
Funny that the letter doesn't mention buying them.
increased because of you and the community you've built. We're proud to honor your impressive milestone of reaching 100,000 subscribers with the Silver Creator Award. Congratulations. We know...
I didn't even need to read this out. This is great. Pretty lovely to see you. Thank you for being here for 37 months. Pretty says, hi team, happy time zone, love your faces. Thank you for being here, mate. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. Happy 37 months. Hello, hello.
that you have many more stories to share with your community. And
Well, Anna, that's my thing as well. Chantal has told us that it's impossible to get anything shipped to Kuwait. And we know that that's incorrect, but she says, oh, well, you can get it sent to the post office or whatever. I don't know about Kuwait, but maybe there's like a PO box kind of situation type of deal or something. Or even if it's going to like a middle person, just for, like she said in the piece of content before about safekeeping. It's all fine. I was very confused though, because I thought it was going to her mum's, not to Kuwait, but okay.
we know your fans can't wait for you to amaze them.
Hot Wasabi, hello, lovely to see you. I hope you're well. Happy weekend. You think it's fake? I think it might be fake. Because it seems to have happened very quickly.
Even more with your commitment and creativity. So keep creating, keep building. We can't wait to see what you'll do next, and we're here to support you along the way. And who knows, when you reach your millionth subscriber, we may just write to you and ask, do you remember your 100,000th subscriber? Yours sincerely, Neil Mohan, YouTube CEO.
It is forever funny that it's Everyday Mariam. It could have been Shantopoulos. It should have been Shantopoulos. I wonder how the grape leaves are going. Sorry, I just saw Julia on the table and thought, cat hair. Lynn, hello, good to see you. Again, this could have been a short. Why are we doing this?
Hey guys, now I may not remember my first subscriber, but I do remember all of you when I see you leave comments or chats in my live streams. It also does feel like yesterday that I started my channel by doing Ipsy hauls back in 2017.
That was a long time ago. That was a different person ago.
I would lay on my bed and talk excitedly with my Grams Bear about my videos and how I was excited that
Did you say Gramps Bear?
I made $50. I said, imagine Grams, I could make this my job.
Oh no, Grams.
She didn't believe it at the time, and now she's gone, and all I wish is that she could see my achievement today. Now, my journey on YouTube has been hard. It's been fun, but hard a lot of times. It's
Hard, ma'am. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, outside of a couple of things, Foodie buying subs and eating herself, like, essentially sick for the amusement or bemusement of her audience over the last 7 years. Hard would maybe not be the word I would choose.
not easy being a
Long, maybe. Not hard.
social media public figure, especially a controversial one.
There's a reason why you're controversial, dear.
I look back
It's you.
and think sometimes I really should have tried harder to make better content. But you know what?
Maybe.
Then I think I'm right where I need to be, honestly. I trust in God's plan, and I don't regret sharing my life with you all after all. I know my stories have helped many laugh and feel less lonely, and I appreciate you all. And I apologize if my words or actions have hurt anyone.
What a BS generic kind of apology. Bleh.
And I want to continue to share my journey with you. I truly couldn't have reached this milestone without you guys. Now you are probably wondering,
Shout out to the bots.
and many of you are disappointed, especially those who have followed me since the beginning about this, but you're probably wondering why I changed my channel name.
It was because of Mr. Snowflake.
Well, when I look back at my Foodie Beauty life and content, I truly don't feel like that same messy person. I feel like someone else.
It's called a rebrand.
Feel like all that I have been through has allowed me to, find God, and I wanted to rebrand to reflect this.
And to rebrand is stop being associated with past you, which is still past you.
Now, I'm not totally a new person. We are who we are.
She did bring us all together, Sky Fieri. That's very true. I do often think about what life could have looked like if I'd never fallen down the rabbit hole of Amberlynn Reid and Foodie Beauty. I don't know.
And I still am a mess. But let's be honest, I probably always will be. But I have a new outlook on life, and even though it's not always apparent, for those looking from the outside in, I really do, and I hope I can continue to make changes for the better, or keep trying at the ones that I have not yet been successful at changing. Now, even if this channel
Just talking herself in a circle, sorry.
name isn't permanent, don't get me wrong, I hope it is, but even if it isn't, and I changed it down the line...
Why would you change it down the line, though? Why would you prepare for it to be changed down the line? Like, she's probably not going back to Foodie Beauty. Maybe Shantopoulos. We could hope.
It would be fitting, considering my personality, to have a plaque with a different name than my channel. Who knows? If I ever reach 1 million, maybe that plaque will say something else. Also, really, who knows? In any case, I just wanted to thank you all for getting me here. Love me or hate me, you got me here today, and that's all that matters.
I certainly didn't. I'm not subscribed.
And I just wanted to show some gratitude. I don't know where this journey will take me, but I hope you will also be here to witness some of it. Thanks again. 100K, woo!
Woo! Man, what a peach. Right, well, that was the most recent piece of content, and that came out 15 hours ago. Now, just before that, 22 hours ago, we had a 2.5-hour rage-fueled stream. So I thought, why not spend the afternoon watching that? Because, you know, we're here for a good time, not a long time. But also probably a long time, so we're going to speed this up a little bit. Now, like I said at the start of the stream, this is Foodie reacting to Yo Mama, reacting to... or discussing Foodie, I guess, and Foodie's really upsetty spaghetti because, you know, she was on Yo Mama, then she was off Yo Mama, then she was back on Yo Mama, then she was off Yo Mama. And see, this is the thing, Foodie, like, make real friends. That's all. Just make real friends. Don't rely on, like, the people that you watch on the internet to come to your defense or say something. Like, it's so petty and stupid and messy, and it's great. Lottie, good to see you, mate. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. Hi. I hope you're staying dry. It's a little wet here today. I just finished gym, so I thought, why not stream? Lottie, thank you for the super chat. Lottie says, this seems like a great moment to say thanks, Zach and chat, for making Foodie fun and entertaining along a long journey. Thank you for the support, mate. Well, I couldn't have done it without you, and I appreciate you. And thank you for the support as always. And it's lovely to see you. Happy weekend. And yeah, things would look very different, I think. Things would look very different. Okay, let's get into this one. There are points where she's muted and doing stuff. Hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, hold on.
I wanted to do this.
Shh. There we go.
Hi, guys. So I wanted to do this. It's like 9 in the morning here, so I wanted to do this in the evening, but I'm going to be busy this evening, so I probably won't have any content again until tomorrow. But
Coffee Beans, hello.
Hi, Tangerine. Sheena, hello. You're always awake. Oh. Okay, farts and charts. Did I rage? No, and you're here, so...
Just wait, she's got 2 hours.
No, I'm not going to show myself because I'm not, like, fully dressed, and... Anyways, I was listening to Yo Mama's stream while doing dishes, and he was talking about me, and it's complete BS, so I want to, like, clarify and prove some things. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, hold on a second, I have to block somebody.
Busy shining that 100k block. Hey, Annie. Good to see you. Happy weekend. Happy Sunday. Okay, we're gonna just skip ahead a little bit, I think.
I forgot to turn something on my stream.
Okay.
To turn the monetization on. Whoops.
She needs to change her background. I don't like this one.
And...
There's too many circles in the eyeballs.
Members, yes. 5 minutes. Slow mode. 15 seconds. Alright, there you go. Perfect. We're ready. Okay.
Are we? Okay.
So,
Let's
I want to do a bit of reaction to this stream.
Fun. So fun.
Hey, Cynthia.
By me.
How come I can't, what the hell? So weird. In Streamlabs.
Professional YouTuber.
I guess I'll have to do it this way. Hi, Gabrielle. Yeah, teardrop, I know. There's not a shortage of them, that's for sure. Okay, so... There's not going to be any ranting and raving, okay? It's going to be just addressing. So there we go. Alright, so I want to watch...
It's a bit hard to tell the difference with Foodie, to be fair.
Part of the stream where he addresses me, and I want to defend myself and show receipts, okay?
Marie, no, not really. I tend to give liquid fertilizer to all my plants probably every 3 to 6 months. It just depends. The problem is I had one bad incident with liquid fertilizer where I'm pretty sure I didn't dilute it enough and it got really, like, sad. So... yeah, gotta watch that.
Because I'm being accused of being a liar, and I have receipts, so it's quite easy to debunk. They ask for receipts, I'll show them. Alright, so, let's start by watching this bit of the stream. It's not going to be the whole stream. I know a lot of you can't stand when I watch it. So, but it's just gonna be a little bit.
Honestly, I can't, and I don't understand how she can't take some Ambi advice and stop watching what people say about you. Stop it.
Which one is it? Here it is. Okay, so let's watch this.
If I say that man's name, YouTube will be like, hey,
Okay, I'm sorry, everyone. Hold on, I'm gonna turn it down.
yeah,
No, it's
She
not
yeah,
here.
take that down.
She can't.
Where is it? Oh yeah. So
And I saw it
This is why I don't do this.
too. And I want to talk about this.
here you guys go.
I know. Yeah, exactly. I was going to talk about.
I've never actually looked at the artwork in the back of the Yo Mama background. There's the Joker. There's what's his name? Kurt Cobain? Is that Kurt Cobain? The Joker, Kurt Cobain, and what's it called? The Hawasi wave or something? Oh, I can't remember. I'm not an art expert. It's that beautiful, like, Japanese style wave illustration that has a name that I can't remember what it is. It is Kurt Cobain. Oh, nailed it. I am not a music aficionado.
I know.
This is the most interesting thing happening right now. It's the artwork in the background. It's like me getting distracted by my plants. Like, oh no, that one looks sad.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to talk
Yeah, it's the Joker on the left.
about this.
Oh, it's called the Great Wave. I thought I had a name. It's from somewhere. The Great Wave artwork. I feel like I remember reading up about it. Katsushika Hokusai. Under the Wave? The Great Wave of... Oh no, it's Kanagawa. I was very off. Wood block print by a Japanese ukiyo artist Hokusai. Hokusai? Created in late 1831 during the Edo period of Japanese history, the print depicts 3 boats moving through a storm tossed by a sea, with a large cresting wave forming a spiral in the center and Mount Fuji visible in the background. It's iconic. And now we know.
Today.
So just to preface,
It's from Animal Crossing.
I was listening to another stream. Well, I like to listen to streams when I do chores, and you know, I have to like get out of that habit of listening to these negative things.
I did not call the wave Kurt Cobain, no.
Because they really just do know, like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys do that, listen to streams while you're doing mundane things as background noise.
Oftentimes, Foodie, and you are the feature.
I probably should be listening to something more positive.
Main character.
But whatever, old habits are hard to break sometimes, okay? So,
Actually, I've even gone off listening to her stuff as background noise. Now it's like milk tea, chicken pickle, like just happening in the background while I'm doing dishes or like mopping the floor. It's great.
oh gosh, so stupid. Thanks, Louise, for the super chat. So I was listening to a stream from Original Owl, and it was about Scamantha, or whatever. We'll call her Samantha because, you know, whatever. So anyway, she was saying the most vile, these two, her and Yaba, have been bullying people online. They have a fatty podcast. They're just the most vile people on the internet, okay? And they hit a new low when they were making fun of Gaining Ground's mother with dementia. So she was saying things on her stream like his mother has dementia, so he was calling her and him a pickle brain, how it's disgusting, like that she, you know, soils herself and he has to clean it. She was just really going very low. And she was saying that her reasoning for doing this is where my comment is coming up. The reason for doing this...
It is interesting that, like, I for me personally, you all know me, I try to be nice. I'm not in it. Different reality. Don't enjoy engaging cross-stream nonsense. I do find it really weird that Foodie just is trying, and like my reactionary content is focused on Foodie, so anytime she's talking about stuff, it kind of draws me in. But it is interesting that Foodie's just like, I'm gonna put my foot in it. Like, I'm gonna kick down the door, and I don't care if 2 other reaction channels are having an issue with one another. I'm gonna just just busting through the door, being like, excuse me, main character here. I'm here. Ashley, thank you for being here for 9 months. Ashley says, hi, I'm having a baby boy. Chat and say, oh, congratulations, Ashley. That's awesome. I hope best of luck to you, mate. Thank you for being here and thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great time. Happy, safe, healthy, all of those things.
This is the fact that she, that apparently Gaining Ground, she says, came for her kids and talked about her kids. Number one, Samantha herself is the one who's bragged about her kids working in a brothel. Okay, she's the one who brought that tea on the internet. Nobody else has talked about her kids or brought up her kids more than
right one, wrong one.
Samantha herself. All right, yo mama, so when you're accusing me of going low and bringing up her kids, get it right. Number 2, Her kids are not kids. They're adults. So if you reach a certain point of maturity and you were brought up on the internet,
Just a reminder, chat, keep it positive, please and thank you.
yeah, we have a right
You all don't need to fight each other in my chat. I don't want to see it.
to discuss that, okay? It's not like her kids are little toddlers walking around, all right? These are adult children that she brought up herself, all right? So get that right as well before you come for me and call me disgusting and going low. Number 3, after what I heard, it was very hard for me not to be reactive and lash out and have an opinion on it. So yeah, maybe it makes it worse, but you don't realize that I don't care what these two say. They reveal themselves to be low themselves. I don't care. They can continue to talk about me all they want, whatever. I don't come on here crying. I just come and say, oh no, they're talking about me.
It is just so strange, Foodie. Like, again, and I guess this is the conundrum of, like, Foodie wanting a new audience, Foodie changing up the content and really kind of leaning into finding new people. And she's said that consistently, where it's kind of been, fine, you don't like me, you don't like my content, you don't like the terrible things that I say, that's fine. There'll be new viewers, there'll be new VIBs, blah, 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 blah. And she's said that pretty consistently, and that's true. It is just strange because every time she says that, something in the back of my brain is like, oh, maybe this is the time where she stops engaging with the trolls, the time she stops being reactive, the time she stops seeking out all of those things on the internet that are being said so that she can in turn kind of perpetuate the dramatics of it all. Because there are some people who are watching out here who are pretty oblivious, I guess, and I kind of put myself in that. I try to, like, keep track of everything that's going on, but to be fair, there are so many people and so many conversations and so many things said, it is legitimately impossible. But I just find it interesting that Chantel's kind of been about trying to find new audiences and bring people in, and then she does something like this where it's a 2.5 hour stream of justifying something that she said because other people have said terrible things about her, and really just kind of involving that new audience that she's been so keen to receive, that new audience that she's so keen to have on her team, I think she sees it, and then to expose them to like everything else that's being said. And we know where this kind of all goes. I don't know, it just seems like a strange approach.
My feelings are hurt. No, you'll never catch me doing that. I point out the hypocrisy just like you. That's all I do when I defend myself. That's all I do. I point out the hypocrisy. I don't care if they continue to talk about me. I'm not going to silence myself when I have something to say. You know, you don't know how you would react if you had all these channels coming for you and bullying and harassing you every day for years. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's get to this. So I left a comment in Original Owl's channel. Yeah, so basically when I said prostitute daughter, I wasn't shaming her daughter for being a prostitute. That's not what I was doing. I was saying that because Sam was comparing, she was excusing her behavior towards making fun of a woman with dementia and soiling herself because Gigi was mentioning that her children were prostitutes.
I'm so confused why this is coming from Foodie.
So I was saying,
I kind of understand that she's trying to justify the things that she said because in her mind, other people have said other terrible things about other people, and Foodie has somehow slotted in to say, well, this reaction channel has terrible things to say about me, so this is my opportunity to say what they have said is less bad than what this other person has said. And in entirety, like, why is the question? Just why?
it's not
Actually, that's so many questions. Why?
the same. Making fun of an elderly person versus your prostitute adult daughters is not the same. Exactly. That's all I was saying. All right, so let's get to
Because
the reaction.
I saw this in Al's stream also.
Okay.
Al streamed last night talking about the disgusting things that Sam was saying about Gigi's mother, who is got dementia, and Sam wanted to call her pickle brain.
This makes me like so uncomfortable bringing people's families and parents and everything into all of the content. It really does, because it's just not.
Shit on
That's just me. Like,
herself.
I'm particularly not interested in, and this the same is said for Foodie. The same, like, I do not care about Foodie's family, about Foodie's mum. Like, I'm here for a laugh and trying to keep track of, like, the bonkers nonsense that has happened, because it is the Foodie show.
And all kind of disgusting things that she was saying about Gigi's mother was just utterly nasty. And
Exactly.
Sam deleted the video, said that she accidentally deleted it. Okay. Oh,
And honestly, no, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be so reactive, and I'm working on that, but it's hard sometimes. And you know what? I was defending gaining ground because
But why? That's the question. Why who the fuck's asked you to defend anyone? Like, you are putting yourself into drama that feels like it's not even yours. Well, these people both talk about me. Yeah, they both talk about you. Great. You are the main character. You're the star. Like you're the content that has kind of brought many people together, many different types of people. That doesn't make everybody who disagrees with you, dislikes you, criticizes your content, any of that stuff. Doesn't mean everybody's on the same team. There are no teams. What is going on?
He's always been he reacted to me in the past. My problem is not reacting to me. Like, he was always lighthearted about it, and he's always been nice to me, and he doesn't deserve that kind of mental...
But it's kind of exactly the same shtick. Shtick? Shit. It's the same shit with, like, Foodie reacting to reactors via Yo Mama and now having an issue with Yo Mama because there's a disagreement or whatever the fuck's going on. Trying to keep track of it, honestly. But I'm just very confused that Foodie had spent 2.5 hours on this. Ashley, thank you for the super chat. Ashley says, big Celine fan, top 3. Only one road. Misled and love is on the way. Well, Ashley, thank you for sharing your favorites. And thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good weekend. Lovely.
And it's a pattern of behavior for these two, Gabba and Sam, and I was really just, like, fed up with it, and what I heard, it was disgusting.
Okie dokie. But Al was reporting on it, and Foodie Beauty joined the chat.
Susan, her children are not children, Susan. And yes, they were on YouTube. She brought them on YouTube. She talked about them. So you guys want to come for me and say, we're allowed to come for your pets because you bring them on YouTube. Well, guess what, Susan? We're allowed to talk about what she talks about on YouTube as well. And she herself said that her adult, they're not children, okay? Adult daughter worked in a brothel, and she bragged about it.
I just want to put a note here. One of my favorite little notes that sits in the back of my head quite often when, like, an impulse kind of hits me. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Adult, okay? Not children.
And she said this. She said, making fun of an elderly person versus your prostitute adult daughter is not the same.
People are not the same as cats. It's very true.
It's not.
Although Hannah Conda, like I said, check out Hannah Conda's business cat.
What's your point?
Foodie Beauty, when are you going to stop?
Stop what? Defending myself?
That's a real honest question. See, you're not helping.
Helping what?
You know, when everyone talks...
To be fair, like, that is an accurate description of what's going on. Foodie's not helping. Foodie's helping no cause, because I feel as if anytime Foodie does see something that's like, oh, this person said something like problematic, rude, mean, terrible, whatever, every time she sees that, she sees an opportunity to be like, see, I told you they were terrible people. Look at the way they talk about me and look at the way that they talk about other people. And I don't know if it's just because I've watched Foodie for so long. It feels really manipulative. Like, yes, you should be on my team. Yes, you should dislike this person or these people or this group or all of these reaction channels. You should dislike people who have an issue with me and my content because they're terrible people because, see, this person said this thing. Which is so wild to me. It honestly feels like she is trying to convince, and like I feel like an audience member now, like I always do, because it's just not that deep. But it very much feels like she's trying to convince either her new crowd of people or other people who have watched her to be like, you should be team me because I'm not team them. And it's like, well, team them is actually like 40 different teams. But there are really no teams. So really, it's like 10,000 teams.
Talks about making this space a better place, right? And then when people talk about how they pile on you and they talk shit about you, and then when people...
They're never going to stop. That's when you don't get it. I'm allowed to have my opinion on something. Why should I silence myself just because...
No. You can share your opinion just like other people can say things about other people. That just means that other people are going to judge you for the words that you say. Just like people judge others for the words that they say. That is not a unique to Foodie thing.
Like what? I'm not afraid of them to talk about me. Keep going. I don't care.
Say, hey.
Sky, she screams, keep me out of it while cannonballing into it. Like, she's reacting to this, which is wild. I understand that obviously Yo Mama is reacting to, like, the chat that she had mentioned and having his thoughts about it all. But it's so bizarre. Foodie has the option to just not acknowledge it, move on. And she has the ability to do that for all of the content, right? And I know that she doesn't react to every single thing that's said about her because she wouldn't have enough time in the world. But she certainly hones in on the individuals who she, like, consistently does, I guess.
you know, you don't need to
Hey, Ursinate, good to see you. I hope you're well.
pal. Why you guys talk?
I'm team fun shenanigans and not taking the internet too seriously. Thank you, Lottie. I'm team have a laugh, watch my stories. Like, I'm all about messy drama as long as I'm not in it. I think most people are. But it just trying to... I feel as if part of the conundrum that is Foodie is trying to see her logic in it all. And I think that I've got it. I think that she desperately wants people to agree with her and be team not them, and for her to feel as if she's supported, as if she's got that audience support. And realistically, I think that's why she hates a lot of reaction channels as kind of a homogenous, is that the word? As a concept, I guess, because anybody who is critical of Foodie must be a terrible person, or must say awful things, or must all of this stuff, when we know that that is just not the facts.
Talk so much shit about this person so much, and then you turn around and talk about somebody's child being a prostitute, and you think it's helping in some sort of way when it's utterly disgusting.
I don't think Foodie thought it was helping at all. I think that Foodie was just trying to stir the pot.
You're the problem. You go around and you talk about... Listen,
Oh yeah, I'm the problem because I pop up once in a chat, once or twice, and give my opinion
Once or twice, just once or twice.
on something and defend somebody and have a stance on something. Okay, but everyone else can talk all day long in this community. Don't act like including you. Like what?
And this is again part of the like Foodie should remember she's the main character if she's gonna do stuff like this.
we already know Sam and Yaba's disgusting. We already know that. I can talk about Sam and Yaba. I can drag Sam and Yaba, and I don't even need to use their children. I don't need...
They're not children, sir. They're adults. They're adults.
In this general conversation, right? This greatly defines why I'm like, I don't care about Foodie's family. I don't want to know about them. None of it. Absolutely none of it. And there's a good reason why, because these people have not chosen to engage with Foodie on the internet, don't feature on the channel. I'm here for fun and stories. That's what I'm here for. Now, Chantal's fun and stories have been few and far between. Messy drama tends to be a bit more. Terrible, boring vlogs, lots of them. But, like, it is a question of, like, none of these people consented to be, like, discussed, have their stories shown, like, all of that stuff. And Chantal made a choice to talk about her family and all of that. And so, as a concept, I understand. But, like... we watch, like, the content's there. We're already watching the content. It's enough. If they choose to involve themselves in it. But I guess that's everybody's line in the same.
And you have brought up I think it was Yaba. You have brought up their parenting. I think it was Breezy. So don't even go there.
To point out a prostitute and this and that. What does her kids got to do with her disgusting actions? Her kids...
And this is where Foodie goes on about being a parent and being a mother and all of that stuff. And anyway, choices. Mama Bear, thank you for the super chat, lovely. Mama Bear says, I can only watch you, Milk, and Zachary Michael because it's not that deep. It's just silly. Thanks for making me giggle. That's right, Mama Bear. Thanks so much. Look, I get it. Foodie has... As someone who primarily watches Foodie has said some absolutely terrible things on the internet, right? And that's not to say that no one else has, because we are all mature adults who are capable of, like, reasonable thought. We know that this is not a only Foodie situation type of deal. But we watch Foodie as a piece of entertainment, and that's what it is. But, yeah. Just watching Foodie and recognizing, like, ooh, thank goodness I don't think this way, or thank goodness I'm not, I'm not that type of way, I guess. Yeah. I'm very grateful that I just want to have a laugh.
Because it's not kids, her adult daughter.
Hey, Haz, good to see you.
She was brought up online, again, by her own mother. There were story times about this. Go look it up.
Coming online, disrespecting you or disrespecting Gigi or anybody.
What a dumb reach to come for me for this. Anyway.
So the fact that you want to go into somebody's stream...
I think he just looks for things periodically. See, I'm not a Foodie Beauty stan. I call her out on her BS. But what you call me out on is BS. It's so ridiculous.
And talk about their kids being prostitutes. Why would you do that?
Because she did. She, just in this stream, you didn't listen. In this stream, she was saying she was coming for Gigi because Gigi talked about her kids being prostitutes. So I was comparing that. That's not the same as making fun of a helpless elderly person with dementia.
Again... This is my personal line in the sand. I think if you're going to read someone, I think if you're going to like criticize someone, I think if you're going to comment and watch someone's content and make content out of it yourself and all of that stuff, for me, like I said, I enjoy keeping it to the content that we're watching, because when you are starting to bring people's families in it, and it doesn't really matter, like in this context, I guess I don't know the context, and I don't know the history, and I don't know who said what when and all of that stuff, but it is just really interesting that Foodie's decided to put a foot in it and share her opinion on it when she gets so mad when everybody else shares their opinion on her content, and that's content, that's not like family stuff. Like, Foodie gets so mad when people talk about her mum and her aunt and her past history and all of that, and says, how dare you? And she made story times about all of that stuff, but is okay doing this? Very strange. Very strange.
Being a prostitute, those are willful actions of her adult daughter.
Her opinion reigns supreme.
Same. This elderly person who has dementia didn't choose that, and she's picking on someone weak and innocent like that. Obviously, it hit a nerve with her, okay? Because, like, honestly, like, you totally took it way out of context, just like every other reaction channel.
Right.
Why would
It is strange that if, like, a whole heap of people take it out of context or have, like, a particular piece of criticism to offer you, Foodie, that you don't think maybe it's you, maybe it's not everybody else, but okay.
you give them a reason to come back today? Because that's what you did. You gave Sam a reason to go, hey, see what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about I'm talking about an elderly woman that's shitting on herself, that pickle brain, but look at what they're saying about my child.
It's not a child, it's an adult. An adult being a prostitute is not the same. There's nothing more. One thing is about morals, the other thing is about an illness that they can't help. Don't you see the comparison? And I'm not even coming from...
You could have just stayed out of this. Like, you didn't need to say anything, Foodie. Oh my god.
For being a quote-unquote prostitute. I don't give a...
Oh my god.
I don't care. But I'm saying it's not the same thing. And her kids are not children. They are grown adults, which makes it fair game in my opinion, because she...
I honestly think Foodie thought she was doing something with all of this and being like, ha, gotcha, see how terrible of a person everybody is? God. Why? Ruthie, thank you for the super chat. Ruthie says, not an OnlyFans model disrespecting sex workers. Well, yeah, I mean, there is all of that as well. Like, I don't understand. She kind of goes through in this reaction, or response, I guess we'll call it, and acknowledges that there's nothing wrong with sex work. And it's wild to me. It's like, well, why would you put that in the chat? Why would you say something like that? Like, alleging, or, well, maybe alleging, but kind of alluding, that's the word I'm looking for, alluding to someone who's a sex worker as a negative, I guess. It's strange. She's an odd one, I'll tell you that. Thank you for the support. Dig up, Chantel. No, she can't. No, Lottie's. No. Straight down. Not even like at an angle down. It's just a full, like, 90 degrees down.
The internet. So we have a right to react to that. Isn't that so? And I don't care. They're always going to find something else to talk about. It doesn't matter. Now she has something to talk about. Whatever. This comment I made is nothing in comparison to what she said about Gigi's mother. So it's not the same whatsoever.
But why are we comparing? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Choices.
You're not helping. You're hurting.
Dale, Orth, why are you here then listening to it? If it's such a bother for you and it's, you want to come in here and virtue signal, don't watch it.
Right? You're giving them a reason to do what they're doing.
No.
And then you're giving people...
You're going to blame me for them reacting that way and coming up with vile stuff? What? I don't think so. This has nothing to do with me. I'm allowed to leave a comment.
Exactly. It has nothing to do with you. So why were you saying shit like this in the chat? Why are you doing this 2.5 hour reaction if it had nothing to do with you? If it had nothing to do with you, why do it? Why do it? Why do it at all? If you're sharing your opinion and criticism on something, there's a way to do it. But, like, again, Foodie, you're acknowledging that all of these people have come together because they watch you and you're the star. So I don't understand. I think that this is just a grab for attention. Well, it's also Chantel speaking terribly of people in general. But, that's just a day ending with Y for Chantel. K Spree, thank you for the super chat. Lovely, I appreciate it. Spree says, thank you for all the laughs and so many hours of fun. You're one of my comfort YouTubers, and that is a big deal. You're great. Oh, thank you, mate. I'm so glad. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. Thank you for the support. And you're welcome anytime. I do try I think for me as well, as like as cringe and kind of like anxiety inducing and like, you know me, I'm not a big one for conflict. I do enjoy following the story. Like, I feel like I've got a lot of enjoyment out of putting the timeline of Chantel together, watching Chantel's content, like learning never to do so many things, and just learning that people like this exist out there. It's if it's not fun, it's not worth doing. Because I make a choice to pull this up to try to entertain people, to get distracted. And like if I'm choosing to do that and not having fun about it, then it's the wrong choice. Thank you for the super chat.
How they react and how they act is on them, not me. They should, just because I leave a comment like this, no, they don't. It doesn't mean they give them a right to go back and be nasty again. No, that's on them.
Voodoo, thank you for the super chat. Voodoo says she's bored, hangry, and she's not the focus. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I feel like she has done this before as well. Not like the reaction through reaction thing, but I certainly get the sense where what's the phrase? Pulling focus has been a goal for Foodie.
To talk shit about you, because
I don't care if they talk crap about me. I don't
Is
care.
it windy? No, there's a bit of a breeze, but it's not like it was the other day.
The only thing I talk about when I rage, whatever you want to call it, when I react and defend myself, it's about pointing out hypocrisies and lies. That's it. My feelings are not hurt, trust me.
look at how you talk. That's disgusting, talking about somebody's child being a prostitute.
What? She talked about it herself. So go take your virtual signaling and you know what you can do with it.
Virtual signaling was a very fun phrase.
Ugh.
You couldn't have just
It's
left
so
it
weird. Sometimes you're like on game and
Val.
like what he says makes sense, but sometimes it's just so far out. Like, no.
as making fun of an elderly person is bad. You couldn't leave it like that. You could
Yeah,
have
Kina, I can say what I want. Everyone else, you know? Anyway.
left it like that.
No one
It's not that everybody else can say whatever they want though, Fruity. Like, how do you not understand that? If you come on the internet and you say something terrible or mean or hateful or vitriolic or any type of phobic or any of those things, if you communicate that as a creator, people will call you out. I'm sure you have a history. I'm sure you have a history and you're very familiar with that, Fruity. And it doesn't matter if it's you or another creator or a reaction channel or a clip show channel or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, if you're on the internet in some capacity, they're like consequences and actions.
is wrong. Some things are facts, Henry. Sam is the one who came online and talked about her daughter working in a brothel. It's not kids. She's an adult. And if her mother brought her on the internet to talk about it, you know, and I was using it in the context of the whole situation that they were talking about. I wasn't saying, oh, your daughter's a disgusting prostitute or something like this. I wasn't making fun of her daughter. He took it way out of context, way out.
But instead, you had to
That was a weird kind of flash up on the screen there.
go down the line and call her child a prostitute.
What? You're such a liar. That's a bold-faced lie. Like I just said, she did it. She talked about her daughters, not me, okay? Oh my gosh.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. You're disgusting. You're a liar.
She's mad. Now it's raining, though. There's lovely, calm rain sounds outside. And a bird! That's why the bird's chirping, because it's raining. It's having a good time. Oh, the rain's coming.
Yeah, exactly, SCP. Oh, be the bigger person. Meanwhile, everyone else can have a whole community around me saying whatever they want. And the one time I address something because somebody...
It's not the one time, Foodie. You fucking do this every week. Stop. You can keep doing it. It doesn't matter to me. Like, I'll watch it, as terrible as it is. But don't sit here and act as if this is the first time you've put your foot in it.
saying lies on me? Oh, I'm disgusting. All right, yeah, sure.
Another, and the whole thing about it. Oh, thank you very much.
BS. BS. Where in that comment did I call her daughter make fun of her for being a prostitute? Sam is the one who brought that up. Again, just so you can get it through your head and you can use this in your next time you react. Sam talked about her daughter working in a brothel and bragged about it. So why is she now making a big deal saying we're coming for her kids? Whenever you become an adult, all right, when you reach an adult, you know, you're not a kid anymore. So no one's coming for anyone's kids. Give me a break.
Why talk about people who aren't on channel, who aren't, like, why go, like, the real question is why talk about people's family at all? Do what you want, but, like, it's not for me. But okay, you make your own choice, Foodie.
But it's okay for you to come for Breezy's parenting. Okay.
$10.
Which rightfully so, I
Lamatanya
do
donated
too.
$9.99
Yeah, Goose Chuck, I don't know.
for super chat.
I don't know.
You know FFG is ignorant because she's
I'm not even addressing that stupid stuff.
After herself.
She said, Not the focus today.
She stopped herself from doing that. Now, an older Al or an older person out here on these YouTube streets that's very nasty would have said tit for tat. But she stopped her.
As what a mood. Yeah.
And you gotta give
That's the best way to go about it.
credit. It's nasty to even think about doing that, but the fact that she stopped herself from doing that is a good thing. Because why are we bringing kids into this? If you got a problem with somebody
Oh my goodness, Chicken Pickle, lovely to see you today. I hope you're well. Hi.
doing something,
Enjoy the sounds of the rain in the burbs while Chantal reacts to saying terrible things on the internet. A shocking surprise for this Sunday.
disgusting, address that person. You don't need to call their kids prostitutes and criminals and all that other
She called her daughter a prostitute. She did.
stuff like that. Same thing with Gigi. We already know.
You're the only one making a derogatory term about being a prostitute. I didn't say anything about it. Being a prostitute means you have a job selling yourself for money. Like, that's what you do, okay? So, whatever. Like, that's whatever. I don't care what she does with her life. Whatever. I'm not shaming her for that.
Then why bring her into it? Why is it even a topic of discussion? Why are we talking about people's families? Oh my god.
Missing the entire point. The entire point is she's justifying calling Gigi's mom pickle brain and picking on a elderly dementia woman. Can you imagine? Disgusting, saying she craps herself and it goes up her back just like a baby. Saying all these nasty things.
Foodie, I'm dear Chantal, I'm gonna ask you to log off. I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna put it out into the universe. I need you to focus on your content and not everybody else's. Because I know she knows that when she talks about other people get the attention, right? I know she knows that. I just don't understand why she would choose to make this into content. Why?
And
Why?
using that, saying that somebody called her daughter a prostitute when she's the one who came online and talked about her daughter's career. All right? So she bragged about it. And I'm telling you again, don't ever say that I came for someone's kids, because it's an adult that was brought online by her own mother. So I'm talking about the situation and using it as a comparison. So get it right before you come for me. Thank you.
Gently.
I already knew Sam was disgusting. I already knew Yaba was disgusting. I pointed out
Chantal's mocking sounds in the background. Just classic.
how disgusting those two were without having to drag any people in their family
Sheena,
members.
right? Imagine hearing that. My grandma has Latimer's and I would hecka snap. Yeah. All the channels call her mother a H all the time. Why bringing her into it like that? What? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. But, oh. Yeah, right, Russ Close? He is full of crap. He is full of crap. This is full of crap. I'm sorry. But, like...
Zombie, are you okay?
I snapped when I heard that because, like, I don't know. I guess I have a big mouth and I can't help it, and I guess I'm just going to have to take the heat for it for the rest of my life. Oh, well, people are going to talk about me no matter what. Whatever. Just like you said, they bring attention to my channel. That's how I'm looking at it from now on.
And that's part of the reason why I think she consistently puts her foot in all of these, like, ecosystem, like, links that go on. She needs to be the star. She wants to be the star and she wants the attention. And she said, "You better not get confused."
Thank you for helping me reach my check mark and my plaque on the way.
Oh god, the fact that she even mentioned the 100K in this stream, sickening. in a bad way, sickening in a bleh way, not in a like work way.
When they went after Little Mama the way they did, for no apparent reason, I was mad. Oh, I was hot. I was hot that they came on the next day and they dragged a dead woman.
You're the beacon of morality in this community, right? You can't say anything wrong.
And she died. It was fake and all this. I was hot. And I could have exploded and attacked their
This is a much better reaction than she tried to do in the last one.
family and attacked
Instead of just sitting there being like, "Yep, right, yeah,
their children and did all this weird, but I didn't. I
yeah, much better."
calmed down. I attacked those two for being disgusting and I left it as is. But see, if I would have went there and saw what they did to Little Mama and started talking about their kids, guess what they would have did? They would have started talking about my kids. Then I would have started.
But like, why talk about anyone's kids? Why talk about anyone's kids? What, like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get, like, maybe it's because I don't have kids. Am I missing something? Is it like, Chantal doesn't have kids. Chantal talks about people's parenting all the fucking time. I don't understand why. I do not understand. I don't get it. Why don't you take your kids to the playground? Why aren't they going to the park? You're like, imagine you're supposed to be molding the morals of this tiny human. You're a disgusting person on the internet. Chantal, shut up. Just shut up. You can just shut up. You don't have to talk about anyone's parenting. Are you a parent? No. Great. Shut up. Cool. I'm glad we've covered this for the millionth time. You can talk about whatever you want. That's fine. You can make a choice. But no one's going to be Team Chantal with you talking about other people and how they raise their kids. No. Sorry. It's just not going to happen considering your animal neglect. That's a good place to start in the probably not a good idea to talk about it camp.
Kid is a kid. Sam's is not. Okay? She worked in a brothel. She's an adult. She's an adult. You know that? Italian, hi! If one posts on social media, it's everyone's right to comment. The difference between a victim who has dementia and an adult making a choice to prostitute is immense. There is no comparison. Exactly. I mean, do what you want to do.
Sorry, thank you.
I'm not going to hate on anyone for whatever. I'm just saying I have my own opinion on it, but I'm going to keep that to myself. And I was using that as a comparison. Like, how dare you when you like go for Gigi over that one? You're the one who came on and talked about your kids first. Your adult children, adult daughter, whatever. Adult children's an oxymoron, but whatever.
Talking about their kids. Then we would have been bringing all these people into it that don't need to be brought into it. See, I want to keep my dragon right there.
Yeah, you keep your dragon right there. What about your brain cells? Like, she brought her own.
What a read. What about your brain cells? Nikki Name, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good weekend. Lovely. Lottie has a note saying, kids are not off limits, but the marriage you flex online is. Those are the rules, apparently. Yeah, her visa status, no go. Everybody else is parenting, fucking let's go. Let's talk shit. So funny.
Daughter online. So?
She does not make good choices.
Exactly what Italian said. We have a right to talk about it.
Yaba and Sam, that's it.
Are adults chicken pickle?
That's it. You guys are disgusting. I don't know if anybody outside the family know what kind of shit you get into. You two are disgusting. I don't care what your kids did in the past or what their actions were or whatever. I think she mentioned her son not paying rent for 6 months. That's about it, but she mentioned that. She talked about they didn't pay rent and they went to court and they didn't want to pay the landlord.
Chantal, you've showed major restraint against the reaction channels. They rip you apart. Your mama is full of crap here. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I know. And his whole chat just, oh yeah, like looking for any reason to turn on me and be like, oh yeah, sure. Like, yeah, you're right. Nobody thinks for themselves. Like, that's one thing I will never do is like follow.
No one thinks for themselves. Chat, just a reminder, never listen to me. Make your own mind up.
Sheep mentality. And you know what? If people hate me because I have an opinion, but they can talk about me for 3 years and thousands of videos making up lies, and once or twice or a few times I come out and I address it, tough.
Just a couple of times.
So then stay.
It's not as if Foodie was out here addressing like FFG, for instance, for like just weekly. Like it felt like every Thursday she was just banging on.
Mad baby, I don't care.
And all that stuff like that.
I think Chantal should focus on finding some peace. You know, and I understand that's hard because she's a content creator who's, as she said in her 100K Go Me video that we just watched before. I understand she's controversial. She is. But like, I feel as if there would be so much less stress, you know? Just a lot less stress. Anyway.
But I didn't harp on that. I harped on Sam's
Hey,
actions.
Brandon.
Because that's the person that comes on the internet and is disgusting.
And you know what Sam's actions include, yo mama? Her talking about her daughter working in a brothel, okay?
No,
It was
certainly not good for the blood pressure, Voodoo.
brought online, yeah. People just, like, they look for those buzzwords. Don't talk about nobody's kids. Don't talk about nobody's kids. Listen, nobody's talking about anyone's kids. Sometimes I talk about their parenting, okay? That doesn't mean you're attacking their children.
No, you're not. But you're saying things like, well, we know exactly what you say. I literally just said it.
All right? Just like talking about the gun laws in the U.S. doesn't mean you're attacking the victims of the shooting. Just,
Ma'am, I would not bring that up. I would not fucking bring that up right now. There's going to be some poor, like, I think her chat had about 300 to 400 people in it, because it was a really weird time yesterday. Don't bring that up. There are going to be some people who find out about that content because you've brought it up today. But okie dokie.
like when you talk about somebody's daughter being a prostitute when they brought it online, that's not attacking her, all right? So get it right and don't get it twisted, because that's what you do a lot.
Not their kids, not their family. And for Foodie Beauty to come into some...
Do you know how many times people come for my family? And
Ma'am, it might sound unfair to say let it go, but as the main character, as the self-proclaimed controversial individual who brought us all together and who we all watch, engaging in all of this, it doesn't help. I feel like it only hinders. Because Chantal wants to fight. Chantal wants to win. Chantal wants to be proven to be the better person, morally, ethically, just all of that stuff. And that's why she turns around and says, look at these people, they never turn their camera on. Look at these people and they're being terrible parents. Look at these people and they're vile and they're hateful and the karma's going to get them and blah, 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 blah. Like, she just desperately wants to win, and she wants people to be on her side and agree with her. And this is not the way to go about that, right? Ambi, on the flip side, has kind of done the right thing, I guess, being a controversial individual on the internet. And sure, she doesn't get as many views because she's not as controversial anymore, but she's out there just going to Walmart, getting her nails done, answering Q&As for the millionth time. It's boring, it's dull, it's nonsense, and it's not great, but it's not fighting with people on the internet. Although that's not fair, because in that Q&A she was saying that she was fighting with people in the DMs, which is very confusing. So don't do that. But in the content itself, like, not acknowledging all of the things that people who are critical of you have to say, not acknowledging the trolls, not feeding the trolls, doing all of that stuff. Like, there's a much better approach to all of this. And I don't know whether or not Foodie, like, it seems really stressful and as if it's something that you wouldn't enjoy, but maybe Foodie really just enjoys this, which is wild.
I never, ever, name me one time I've ever, like, come for their family the way they come for mine. Never.
Somebody's chat and stir this shit up to empower them to get nastier. It's crazy.
I wasn't empowering them to get nastier. They were already talking about it. I came in and gave my opinion. Don't even...
That's kind of true, though, because the more you engage with it, like, the more back and forth there is, and the greater the chance of it getting, like, just nastier and worse. You know?
Come there and you stir the pot every day. You talk about these things. You talk about drama every time you go live.
And the fact that Foodie Beauty came into that chat and she said this, and
Myling Cyrus said, hey, Amber's got her handcuffs or whatever. Yeah.
she turned around.
Don't remind me of that.
I've never insulted the kids, just the horrible parenting. Exactly, West Coast. Exactly. I've never, ever, nor would I ever talk about their children. Give me a break. You know? And when I insult parenting, it's because, like, I can't imagine, like, a grown adult, like, in charge of raising somebody and their morality and shaping their morality. You're supposed to teach, like, I remember when I was a kid, like, you know.
Okay, I just want to say this, and this is not me acknowledging, I fully acknowledge I'm not interested in talking about her family, right? Chantel's going to make a comment here, which is about, essentially, as a parent, you're responsible for shaping the morality and the ethics of children and essentially molding them into the adult humans that they will eventually become, right? With all of that being said, the thing that was screaming in the back of my head was, like Chantel saying this. Like, Chantel talking about what people's ethics and morals and how people will be when they grow up, coming from Chantel. Like, that's... I don't understand what high ground she thinks she has in the judgment of other people's morals and ethics, but she has a lot to say.
Our parents do what we can, but we still learn from influences. We still are bullies. I'm not saying I was never, never called anyone a name. Obviously, I have as a kid. But your parents are supposed to be there. Like, what are their parents doing when they hear their child go, "You're fat"? What do they do? What do they do? Do they turn around and say and scold their kid and say, "Now you have to be tolerant of all body sizes. Making fun of someone for being fat is not right." That's what they're supposed to do as a parent. But then they go when they put their kids on the bus after being a good parent, and they go online and they start up a fatty podcast and fat shame the same two women for years. What kind of person are you? Please.
And what's really crazy is I've noticed Foodie Beauty been doing this a lot.
And you can say all of that stuff about the person, about people, about reaction channels, about people who criticize people in the audience, whatever. You can say all of that. And you don't need to bring people's kids up. Like, that's a choice.
Two.
What, are you watching everything I'm doing or what?
She'll go into a chat and she says, guys, I've been
The entire chat was like, as a kid,
striking all these
she's doing it now.
disgusting
Yeah,
people.
here we go.
I've been striking all of them. Every day. That's what she said. Those are just words to me. Now, me personally, I don't think she should strike anybody. I don't really believe in striking because I don't strike anybody. And, let the reaction channels.
Sam or Ham, they watch me way more than I watch them. So maybe, have you noticed that maybe they should watch me less? Maybe they're using my vocabulary? I don't know.
Be the reaction channels. But I'm tired of all the bullshit.
Sophie Hart donated $4.99.
Yeah.
Right here, chat. You see what I'm doing right here, Sophie? I'm going at Foodie Beauty for her actions.
Oh,
I'm not going at...
he has to... he's using this an example as how he's better than all the other reactors because he's going for my actions. He's calling me out. He's hitting the hammer. He's going after my actions. Please get a life. Get off your high horse.
Foodie Beauty for what she's wearing and who she's...
Man, I'm just here to have fun and point out, like, not great things. Like, Chantal has said and done some pretty terrible, nasty stuff. Like we've been here, we've seen it all play out before, and understanding, acknowledging, and talking about it is ultimately beneficial. And also understanding that she exists in an entirely different reality will never change. We'll never hear the message. We'll never acknowledge a fault. And all we can really do is sit back, learn what not to do, and try to find some type of entertainment in it all. That's it. And it's all Chantal. It's all Chantal's nonsense. And that's because we watch it.
Praying to? I'm going on her behavior.
I'm going on my behavior for defending somebody.
How dare you judge me based on my actions?
Defending somebody
How dare?
whose mother was attacked. Okay, sure.
The very thing that all these reaction channels say that they attack Foodie Beauty on, her behavior. That's what I'm going at.
No, you're doing exactly what they do. You're going after something stupid and petty, and you're taking it out of context like they do. To
I don't think it's taken out of context, and I don't think it's stupid or petty.
make me look like a villain.
I mean, Chantal doesn't need to be made to look like a villain at all. Just listen. Just listen and watch, and she will say she's not the same person she was before, and she'll say that was 3 years ago, and blah 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 blah. But like, she's an adult. She was an adult 3 years ago, and she's an adult now, and she's making adult choices to talk about things, and maybe it's her choice to do that. Don't know why.
Where did I make fun of her daughter for being a prostitute? Where? I said elderly woman with dementia versus an adult daughter prostitute. The two situations are not the same. Okay, you took it way out of context.
Now, hold on.
Hurry up! I want to show my receipts.
I want you to do something for me, Foodie
All right,
Beauty.
sure. You got
Because
it.
you've been going to everybody's chat. You've been saying the same
Hey,
thing
Star,
over and
good
over
to see you.
again. I want you to prove it to me. You say that I strike down these disgusting channels every single day, and YouTube's not doing anything about it. Okay.
Actually,
We're tired of the words. We want to see this. Next time you go live, you always proving something to somebody. Next time you go live, show us this. You see this? This is my channel right here. When I say I never strike channels,
okay.
I keep it real. When I say I never strike channels, I keep it real.
You keep
Okay.
it real,
Show us
okay?
your removal
Sorry, I got distracted, chat.
request.
Okay.
Huh?
Coming up.
You say
Okay, so she's now going to show us her removal request. She has a bit of a technical hiccup through it. So I'm just going to skip ahead to where she does, which is like here-ish. Somewhere here. I think it's here. It's going to be a bit awkward because she's kind of like quiet and then...
It wasn't giving me the.
There we go.
Oh, by the way, I blocked Scissor Sister
Technical difficulties, it's fine.
because you obviously support the haters. So,
So many shenanigans.
I didn't say which time I was going to show receipts, so yeah, be patient.
What's this page supposed to
What is-
prove? I don't know, Delulu. I think it was because Foodie would come online and say I report and I report and I report and nothing gets done about it. Yeah. It is interesting, actually. Now, I didn't read it, first of all, but the actual category that it falls into is image or title issue, hateful or abusive content. So I don't know whether or not that speaks to, like, when I read image or title issue, I think about the thumbnail and then the title of, like, the piece of content. So I don't know whether or not that hateful or abusive content falls into the actual content of the video or the content of the thumbnail and title, which is weird because that would make me assume that you're seeing it like on the homepage, that you're not in the video itself. It just pops up with like you know, like you do when you browse and then you see it and then you report it from that front page. I'm not too sure. Like I know a bit about YouTube, but not a whole heap.
This is basically just a screen. I had a screenshot on my laptop because I'd have Salah help me. Because so what I'll do next time I go live, if that's not good enough for you guys, if you think they're doctored, whatever, my pictures.
This page proves that you can bait Foodie into showing the internet her reporting history if you word it correctly. Yeah, true.
In the right corner.
More interestingly, I'd prefer to have a look at the analytics of it all, you know? But I mean, this is good too.
Possible to doctor, but.
Oh,
I'm gonna go on the other phone,
it is just title and thumbnail?
And I'm going to show you guys the emails that I reported these people and reported them personally.
Yeah, so it proves that she reported a bunch of titles and thumbnails, but not the actual content of the video.
And all they tell me.
Like, I don't know if the most depressing pizza party of all time for our happy newlyweds is necessarily hateful or abusive content in its title, at least. Haven't seen the thumbnail, but...
Is I understand that is they even say verbatim, yes, this is showing
Everyday Mariam, you lie a lot. I don't know. I don't know
so
if
it
that's...
proves that YouTube acknowledges my complaint that these channels do show hate. Okay, that acknowledges that.
Okay.
And they still just
Well, it means that you reported it for for that reason.
Say at the end, well, we're just going to leave it. All you can do is report it and wait.
Right.
That's all they say.
Right.
So this is just a screenshot of many. There's so many. So next time I'll use my other phone, just like I did to show the Qibla direction.
Oh, she should put it on the community. Actually, no, she should make a short. Well, maybe a video. It probably goes as long as a video. That would probably work. Just some nice little like background music happening. That'd be fun.
And I will also, by the way, on the app show you that it's set to Kuwait. Okay, so you can just get a life on that. But I'm also going to show you, I'm going to scroll through all the reports and I'm going to show you the emails. All right, but here's just some screenshots to show you.
Oh, Goose Chuck, that is your title. Sorry.
That my reporting system is not bare. Okay, so this is one page and this is another.
Okay, yep. Yep.
French fried girl, whole bunch, image, abusive, hateful or abusive, hateful or abusive.
Yeah, but that's just the category that you've reported it under, right?
Okay.
Foodie Beauty back to Twitch and traveling soon. Okay.
So, yeah. And I don't care if you think it's wrong for me to report these people for hatred and bullying. When you yourself, Yo Mama, just said there's no way if you're reporting they would take it down because it's against terms of service to talk about one person and target one person. So if you're acknowledging that it is a violation, then why don't I have the right to report it?
Oh, now she's bad at YouTube. Careful.
Just so you can keep getting views on reacting to these morons? Sorry. You're not me. You don't walk in my shoes, all right?
Okay.
So I do report them. Booyah.
Okay.
What are you going to
Booyah!
do? I'm a liar? No, I'm not. That's the problem.
I mean, Foodie Beauty is a known liar, but we also... Yeah, of course she's reporting people.
With that community. Every time I prove myself not a liar, there's some kind of twist on it. Well, she sent her compass to Canada. Why would I do that? Why? Why would I purposely mess with my phone?
Why is it such a big deal? Who cares?
Just so I can purposely pray in the wrong direction. People of sheep mentality have zero brain cells. They have all collectively the same brain. And that's the problem. That's what frustrates me and that's what
Well, then technically not a sheep. More like a Borg or a hive mind. Not a sheep. Sheep don't have a hive mind. Silly.
talk about. And I'm not going to silence myself, okay?
They are very cute, though.
I'm not going to silence myself. If I have something to say and I want to say it, I'll say it. That's it.
Okay, well, feel free to say whatever you want to say, but also maybe understand that people might not appreciate things that you have to say. Just like you don't think you don't appreciate a lot of what we have to say. That's fine. We being her critics. Lemmings is better. Do lemmings have a hive mind? Is there like one giant like queen lemming with a big brain? Something? I'm thinking of Metroid, I think.
Yeah, Jessica, exactly. You don't have to be here watching it, right? Yeah, I have an extra phone. I have 2 phones and 2 tablets, and I know, right? Like, if you get a new phone, sometimes you keep your old phone. What?
If sheep had hive minds, we wouldn't need sheepdogs to round up the strays. That's true. Well, maybe the sheepdogs have the sheep brain hive mind.
Hi, Ahmed. Hello. I see she's doing a great job. Like, maybe keep your lips closed. I don't report anyone. I just ignore and don't watch them anymore. Well, like, unless you guys are in my shoes, you don't know what you would do. If you were a YouTuber and not just a watcher, because to you, if you're just watching, you don't have any feeling. Like, you don't.
I do find it strange as well because people, like, I'm thinking about the other content creators that I watch and react to, and to be fair, I'm not doing it every day. I'm not doing Chantel every day either. But I do think about that, and I do think about, like, the way that, for instance, Glitter and Lasers, like, reacts to criticism, or Alexandra Rodriguez reacts to what some might, like, see as criticism. And there's, like, tens of thousands of content creators, hundreds of millions of content creators out there, right? And there are millions, if not hundreds of thousands of people who watch that content and break it down or criticize it or, like, report on it or whatever words you want to use to describe transforming the content and talking about it, right? And that's kind of the way that YouTube's built, or at least in its more modern iteration, I suppose. But I don't understand how so many other content creators out there just don't have an issue with it, and yet I think it's a thing that just Foodie's got nothing else going on. She's got nothing else going on except to listen to what people have to say about her on the internet and get mad about it. And try in some way to prove that she's right, better, or whatever.
You're removed from it. You're not in it. You know? Like, do I report some people who are bullying other people? Yeah, for sure I do. But I can understand other people not doing that. I mean, if you want to stay silent and
Googling cute sheep pictures.
just whatever, keep on for life, that's on you. But I'm not like that, you know? I got 2 phones, yeah. Scrape coat, so random. Hi, Vanessa, emoji girl. BM, just leave.
I mean, personally, like, not that I have any particular interest. Well, no, I do have a particular interest. That's me misspeaking. I would love if she tried to sue YouTube. That'd be great. I would live for that. As long as we were allowed to talk about it, I would live for that messy drama. 100%. Like, Chantal versus YouTube. Ruthie, thank you for the super chat. Ruthie says, glitter and lasers can't process compliments on the trail, much less constructive feedback. Well, and that's what makes me think she doesn't seek out that side of things. Like, she probably doesn't read a lot of her comments. She definitely probably doesn't watch what people have to say about her. And that's, you know, that's probably a better approach to being a potentially controversial content creator, or someone who just is a bit of a, like, in the spotlight. Chantal has never learnt to do that. She just really gets in it.
Don't know why these people are here, if it's bothering you. Some of the strikes have gone through, but no, like maybe 2 or 3 Fufu Egger. That's the problem. So if you're saying, oh, YouTube would do something about it, I just proved to you that they don't do anything. And next stream, I'll have more receipts for you.
Yay.
I'll have my emails that I should have prepared for now, but I'm very impulsive. And when I heard that, I was like, I stopped everything I was doing. And I'm like, okay, that's it. I don't even know. I might have left the water running. I'm like, I'm going to go live right now.
This is such a fun insight into Chantal's relationship with YouTube. Yay.
Now, because that's just how I am. Jesus, people, Chantal gets talked about on a daily basis, being ridiculed, bullied, harassed. Everyone has a right to stand up and defend herself. Yeah. And you could say if I never address it, they would go away. That's not true. Look at Amber Lynn. She hardly ever addresses any of her haters.
Yep.
And she still has a community of weirdos who come after her every day for the most mundane, stupid things. Like, I don't get it. Like, whatever. So if that's the case, I may as well just...
I understand there are different levels of all of that, but honestly, watching someone's content and having an opinion about it and sharing that opinion is not always hateful, bullying, harassment, vitriolic. No, it's not. Watching a piece of content and being like, oh my god, this is boring, wouldn't it be better if we were watching this? Or watching a piece of content and being like, yeah, you know what, she's really got a point there. Or like, ooh, that's fun. Or, yes, let's go and do this. Like, being critical or being positive or negative in that situation does not equate to bullying, harassment, any of those things. That's not how it works, right? Go and read the terms of service, go and read the community guidelines, understand what those things actually are. It sucks if you feel as if you don't like people having an opinion about your content, but if you don't like people having or sharing an opinion about your content, maybe YouTube isn't for you. Maybe I don't know, do a podcast. Whatever. But we're on YouTube. That's where we are here.
To like defend myself and say what I have to say and prove it wrong, but nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about any proof about me being right. In their mind, I'm wrong. It doesn't matter how much proof I show. It doesn't matter. It gets twisted, just like you saw with the Qibla direction app. Like, the fact that I even have to address that.
But you don't have to address it. You don't at all. You could have easily just shown it and done your thing and whatever. You're getting butthurt because someone sat there and was just like, I don't think she's pointed in the right direction. And then it probably snowballed. I don't actually know. I don't know where it came from. Who mentioned it? It doesn't matter because I don't care. And you shouldn't care.
It's so infuriating and ridiculous. Like,
But why is it infuriating and ridiculous? These conversations aren't being had around you. They're being had on the platform, yeah, but you just... there's a very simple solution, which is don't indulge it. Don't engage with it. Don't listen to it. Don't go over onto Twitter. She's said before to her audience, like, hey, guys, I'd appreciate it if you don't send me things that people are saying about me. Which is a great approach, considering this is the way she engages with what people have to say about her and her content. And I understand that people don't necessarily limit the conversations to just her content or just what's going on. Like, there are other bigger conversations happening surrounding all of it. And I understand that she probably doesn't appreciate a lot of it. And that's valid. But also understanding, like, you got to find your peace. Find and keep your peace. You don't have to do this because your blood pressure is just not going to appreciate it. See Smoke, lovely to see you. Happy weekend, mate. Thank you so much for the gifted channel memberships. I hope you're having a fabulous Saturday or Sunday. Welcome back to Bloodburn. Suzanne, hello. Lovely to see you. Goose, Chuck, Izzy, and Cassandra. Lovely to see you all. Ooh, Magpie. Please make sure you thank the fabulous Sea Smoke for the gift. Thanks, mate.
Not the problem here. I'm not the problem. Gore World is a group of mentally ill in like, not just mental illness, but like...
Okay, fuck you. Sorry. Go World is a bunch of mentally ill... I'm sorry? Okay, it's not like... I don't necessarily identify myself with that term. It's whatever. My general concept of that term is just essentially anyone who reacts, responds, creates content, has anything to say about Foodie's content, basically just falls under that umbrella term because that's who she dislikes and that's who she kind of targets her disdain for. So I get that, but like, wow, rude.
Disturbed people, like, in the worst way. Like, I don't even know how to, like, I've never, ever, ever, ever experienced.
And that's what I mean by saying, like, it's not a team. Like, there's, if you rounded it about, what, 10 to 30,000 audience members, and that's kind of what it boils down to for me. Everybody's an audience member. Everybody watches Chantal in some capacity, vicariously, whatever. But like, what a wild statement.
Experienced human beings so low, so bored, so vile, so ridiculous, and so low IQ in my life, you know? And I'm sorry, but it gets frustrating sometimes.
Oh, Tamara, exactly, 100%. Chantal definitely swings the, like, the judgy stick. Sure, what a great analogy. Swings the judgy stick quite wide.
Speak out on it sometimes, and I'm definitely going to point out if I have the proof, I'm going to show it. Yeah, for sure. If I feel like it's something like this, sure. But if it's something like in my personal life, like my visa or my ID or my marriage license, I'm not going to show you people that, you vultures, that you don't deserve it. It's none of your business. It's none of your business. Just because I say I'm married online doesn't give you the right to my personal information in our marriage certificate. None of your business. I don't owe you anything.
At this point in time, I think it's the fact that you consistently kind of like default to talking about that stuff. You just let it go. It's fine. It's whatever. It's something someone said, and then you reacted to it, and then everybody reacted to it because you like it's just a perpetuating cycle.
And even in this case, yo mama, I didn't owe him anything. I don't owe him anything. What right does he have to call me a liar with no proof? Just like he calls out the other reaction channels for that. He's full of it, just like them.
Foodie Beauty is a known liar.
Isn't everyone a little disturbed?
Pants on fire.
Yeah, boobies, but some people don't try to ruin the life of others while doing it, right? You know? Just saying. You're right about ALR. If anything, I feel like there's speculation.
As you're swinging the judgy stick.
These rumors get worse. It's sad. It's sad that the irony of them picking apart this person and not realizing they're spending so much time on petty, stupid things. You know? Like...
It is, like, a lot of it's petty and stupid. You, like, some of the topics you're discussing are not petty and stupid, but, like, the general context here, in a vacuum. We watch an individual on the internet make content and have things to say about it. Okay.
Oh my gosh, like that one reactor that reacts to Amber Lynn, she's like, I'm so mad I could be doing something
Morning,
else. Why
Allie.
am I watching this? Get to the tea. You don't have to be doing that. You could be enjoying your life and doing something else. You choose to do that. You choose to sit there and pick apart this younger woman's, obese woman's life for whatever reason. I don't know. It's just so weird to me. It's
weird, also double weird to me that you've pulled Ambi into this discussion all of a sudden.
so weird. It's mind-boggling. I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone. I've said that before. It's true. Oh, anyway. Yeah, I know. There's always going to be... I know, but these people, Storm, are not just normal haters. Okay? These people are just, like, ridiculous on a whole other level. Like, you know? So... but I'm addressing your mama because, like... Anyway.
Oh, okay. Cool. Good sentence. Good thought.
Because I was watching that and I was like, that's just total BS. It's almost as if he has to just try to find something every once in a while just to keep people watching him, like people who don't like me, because they're like, he doesn't want people to think that he's kissing my butt or he's, you know, sticking up for me, like, you know, white knighting for me or whatever. Like, he actually cares what they think. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the impression I get. Because this was so petty. You completely twisted what I said. You completely twisted the narrative. Sam was the one herself bringing up her daughter, her adult daughter, not her kids. I didn't come for her kids. If I hear somebody say that, I swear. Like,
maybe you should just stop talking about other people's kids and parenting if that's a major concern for you. It's a hot tip.
Reaction channels react to others because they have nothing interesting in their lives to make videos on. Sheena, and they're the same people who will say, this is so boring, I can't believe this vlog is so boring, but that's their content.
I do say that quite often. Her content has gotten quite boring.
Content is watching this boring...
But then again, that's because I find different things interesting. If she were doing different things, I might be more interested, but her general content is pretty dull.
Same people who will say, this is so boring, I can't believe this vlog is so boring, but that's their content, is watching this boring vlog. Like, what do you think your content is then? I'd like to know, you know?
My content is sitting here watching your content and sharing my thoughts, opinions, feelings, discussions. That's it. I'm not pretending it's more than that, because it's not. It's just watching you and talking about it. It's not that deep. It's for fun. It's for fun. Meant to be having fun. Remember fun, Foodie? Do you remember fun? I don't know if you remember fun. Why don't you go out and live a life? I really do, my guy. Like...
Anyway, hi Golden Girl.
I can find like 2 hours every other day.
No.
It's okay. Because if I wasn't doing this, I'd be playing Elden Ring right now.
I know they are stalkers. Yep.
Which is stalkers. That's not to say no one. Like, anyway, whatever. Ali, thank you for the super chat. Lovely. I hope you're having a good day. Ali says she doesn't get that you can defend yourself without attacking others. Yeah, that's the long and short of it. Yes, she just likes being mean. Period. She does like being mean, and she definitely. What's the word? Oh, I've been trying to find this word. She feels not vilified, justified. She feels justified in like going at people on particular topics because they're like, well, they mentioned it. It's like, okay, but you don't always have to match or make worse. You could just ignore. Choices.
And if I ever go to Canada ever again, you can bet you I'm not sitting on that. No way. There's some people I'm going to just really take action on for sure. They don't matter, I know, but that's my point though, is that YouTube does nothing about platform hate. They really just let it slide.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
I
all
don't know if
YouTube's
they
fault.
just don't get around to it yet, if they're like backlogged. But I can show you my emails, go back a long time, and I have been reporting. So for people to say Foodie Beauty doesn't report, she likes this drama, she likes this, oh sure, yeah, I just love it. Like, stop telling me. You people need to stop
I mean, considering everything, I do think you enjoy the attention.
telling me how I feel about something. You have no idea. You have no idea.
Like, it's the only explanation for a lot of choices.
Okay, you don't know.
Bryson's maybe,
I think he does do that. I felt like he was saying this so he can be more credible by being critical of you sometimes. Exactly, Storm. You nailed it. Exactly. He wants to be more credible and not seem as biased, so he picks on something like stupid like this every once in a while, you know? The only thing I will say is, yeah, I probably shouldn't even address these things, you know? Or I shouldn't
Thank you.
do that. But, like, it's hard. It's hard. I'm not perfect. I am a very reactive person, and I think me reacting once in a while, I mean, I take a lot of crap online, probably more than anyone, like, seriously.
She certainly, yeah, she is the most criticized individual on the platform, don't you? No.
Seriously, there's no one else on YouTube, like, well, there's, like, maybe a few people, but, like, seriously, especially over dumb, petty things, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Definitely press charges on these raggedy hoes. Yeah, there's some, I'm sorry, but it's not just hate, because there are definitely some that could catch cases for sure. Definitely. Like I said, if Hussey can win a case against DC over something that's not even nearly as bad, this was just an online little beef, you know, for like a period of time. This period of time for me has been years, and I've been attacked in worse ways. So, and
no, continue.
you don't need all kinds of money. You don't need maybe a few $100s, like, you know.
Ma'am, if you're going to mount a legal attack against YouTube and your critics, I feel like you may need more than a few $100.
To start a case or whatever, but you don't need like thousands and thousands of dollars. Yeah, exactly. Who likes to be bullied every day? Teardrop, exactly. Luckily for me, I don't put my self-worth into somebody like FFG. I mean, come on, look at her. Would you really be offended when somebody like this is calling you names? When you know her life? Like, your life has to be more pathetic when that's all your life is the minute you like, look how miserable. Like, somebody happy and doing well in life is not going to have a channel like this. Is not going to have an existence like this. You know, if you look at what she looked like when she first started her channel versus now, when we saw her at Shannon's.
There was a time when Foodie would get very upset with people who judged her based on what she looked like. I'm okay. Cool.
That hate has made her ugly on the inside and out. And that's just a fact, objective fact. That's objective. There's not one person who's going to disagree with that. Not one. Why do mukbanging YouTubers get hated? I don't know, probably different reasons.
She is panini pressed, Cherry. Yeah. No, Zach, let her take on YouTube with a couple of $100. Oh my god, could she represent herself on an international level? She could sue YouTube and every reaction channel around the globe. How fun would that be?
Are you still looking into the NDA for that trash bag, Beast Boy? Yeah, I'm doing something, Beast Boy, but I can't really talk about it right now. But I'm working on something. I can't stand how they have all advice on what you do and how you do it. Also, I'm a fatty. Also, we know if we're eating stuff we shouldn't. Like, Kelly, imagine somebody the size of FFG talking about what you should be eating.
In all honesty, like, I feel as if someone said, imagine her on Judge Judy. I feel like Judge Judy would just be like, stop. Stop watching. Stop. Why are you wasting my time? Get out of here.
And how you have an eating disorder, or even like they're all over. A lot of them are overweight. Okay, most of them. Yaba, Sam, they don't even show themselves. Like, and you can guarantee they have fat women in their audience, and they have the nerve to sit there and fat shame somebody. It doesn't matter if you're targeting at one person. You're making fun of everyone fat when you do that. So for her audience to sit there and eat her crap with a spoon, they look hella dumb. Like, they just look so stupid. They need to, yeah, exactly, teardrop. Last 6 months, it's like, if you look at her channel, it's just,
Who are we talking
even
about?
YouTube. I'll show you guys the email next stream when I come on. I'm going to show you on my other phone. They acknowledged her channel was hate. So I could technically sue the pants off of YouTube. I
There it is. There's the legal threat against YouTube that we were waiting for.
could definitely
She's suing the pants off him.
do it. I bet you. Because I could say, I've been coming to your creator support for years, and you acknowledged, your employee acknowledged that they looked at her channel and they said, yes, indeed, this channel's giving off hate. I'm so sorry about that. And they did nothing.
I'm waiting to see the email, personally.
They did nothing at all. They don't care,
No.
you know? So you can't tell me that I didn't try to do anything. So,
Bring on the pants.
anyway.
She'd get views if she tried to take YouTube to court. I would live.
I know. You're gonna bite the hands up.
Day one, pulling up the terms and conditions that we all clicked yes to when we decided to become content creators.
Feeds you? How is it the hand that feeds me? Are you kidding me? When I first started YouTube, I didn't have all these channels and people still watched me.
What kind of pants does YouTube wear? Good question.
The people that
Ooh, good question.
it's not going to make a difference, Fufu Egger. Those people are if those channels didn't exist, if they were really curious, they would have no choice but to watch my video. None.
What?
It's okay. It's fine if you want. Like, it's. I'm sorry, but fair use. A lot of these channels don't use my content in fair use whatsoever. There's nothing educational purpose. There's nothing,
Transformative is the word you're looking for there, dear.
that needs to be criticized in body shaming at all. Are you kidding? Yeah, lawsuit. I'm good at arguing. Trust me.
She is gonna represent herself. Yay!
And I have valid points. I'm not stupid like most people in Gore World. I'm not. You can't
I'm
even figure
sorry.
out-
I'm saying this is a really good bit. I need you all to listen because this is funny.
It needs to be criticized in body shaming at all. Are you kidding? Yeah, lawsuit. I'm good at arguing. Trust me. And I have valid points. I'm not stupid like most people in Gore World. I'm not. Who can't even figure.
Everybody's stupid, and I'm really good at arguing. And I'm gonna take YouTube to court with $100 in my pocket and a dream. I want to see it. I don't believe necessarily that intelligence is like, is measurable by things like IQ tests and stuff, but I think Foodie, for the collective benefit, should do an IQ test. And what's that other one? The one where you get like the 4 letters? HMJC or whatever. The personality test. That one. Like, let's collectively do one of them. We're all going to take an IQ test and one of those, not DSM-5. Myers-Briggs, that's the one I'm thinking of. The one where you get like 4 letters and it tells you something about like whether or not you're introverted or something. I don't know. Let's all do that. Foodie, you first. You go first. It'll be fun. There's something fun to do. Yeah, TGIF. That was the one I was looking for. Ruthie, thank you for the super chat. Ruthie says, okay, Erin Brockovich. How dare, though? She could never.
Figure out how technology works or how to use a camera.
JPEG. That's the one I'm thinking of, yes. Yeah.
Anyway. Jim, most bookbangers who are overweight get hated for attitude or them neglecting. Attitude? What attitude? Like not liking people coming for you? Or, okay, not addressing your health issues, health diseases. How do you know the skinny mukbangers don't have diseases?
Oh my god.
Just because you...
Chantal, just to let you know, you're the individual who came online and spoke about all of your diagnoses. That was not us. That was you. Cool? You're the only one who could have confirmed anything. That was you. So if you want to talk about being a mukbanger and having severe extreme non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, unmanaged type 2 diabetes, double pulmonary embolism, like meaty pee, like we can talk about all of that because you've spoken about it. you talking about your relationship with food and mukbanging at the same time has been like the primary concern, I think, for a lot of people who have watched you. Yeah. Delula, thank you for the super chat. Delula says, Olivia, thank you for the super chat.
Don't gain weight doesn't mean you can't get it. Just doesn't mean the food you're eating is healthy. And it's up to us. If we want to ignore our diseases or whatever, it's up to us. It's no one's life to live but your own. You know, we don't owe people anything. Oh, YouTube. Bite your hand that feeds you? Yeah, if I had to. I mean, sure. I don't know. There's other platforms, and not just that. I would get a job before kneeling and kneeling down and accepting something. You know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Lions. That's true as well. So it goes through YouTube. Unlike, because it's only the copyright stuff that YouTube doesn't touch. YouTube says we'll facilitate like what we can on within our realms, but like if you are going to prove a copyright claim or whatever, it needs to go through the courts. So yeah, that's true. I didn't think of that.
I'm not saying I'm going to sue YouTube. I'm sure I just don't even have the mental capacity to deal with that. And they have a lot more money.
Hot Wasabi, thank you for being here for 25 months. Hot Wasabi says, Judge Judy emoji when?
But it would definitely probably be a case. I'm not saying for sure, I'm not a lawyer, but in my eyes, I think that would be a case. Because in my opinion, I've reached out, they've acknowledged that it's hate, and they do nothing. Hi G, crazy part is they all know it's not right to use your content, but they just don't give a shit. But when the tables turn, they can't take it. Yeah, they block people too. They dirty delete too. I think Sam dirty deleted her stream and said it was an accident. Sure it was. What a coincidence, right? They can't take the heat because they don't know how to they don't have any way to argue back when it comes to down to the nitty gritty. What comes down to what's really important. They don't know how to defend themselves. All they know how to do is take cheap shots. Look how she gets in and out of the vehicle. Look how she gets out of the boat. Like you've never seen a fat person. You look in the mirror every day, don't you?
Man, that was a long time ago. That was Thailand, right? Yeah. Anyway.
You know,
Mai, hello, thank you for the super chat, lovely. Mai says, are there any of her OG loyal beezers left? Love you right back, mate. No, I don't think so. I don't think there's anyone in there who has, I feel like, I don't know. None of the names that she says seem familiar to me outside of the past 6 to 12 months, maybe. I don't think there's anyone left in her chat from, like, Villa days. No. Monty B, hello, thank you for being here for 15 months, mate. Monty B says, I will be watching this trial when EDB... Oh, is that Emily Baker? Emily D. Baker covers it? Yeah. I think it'll be great. I'll have no idea what's going on legally, but, like, I'll have fun referencing the past 7 years of YouTube with Foodie.
I'm here talking about the issues. I'm not making fun. I don't care about Sam's adult daughter does. Like, I'm not going to hate on that. Like, some people called me a friggin' prostitute in the past because of whatever they think I did for money, but that was more being generous, not, like, going out and hiring somebody working on the street. But I'm just saying, like, it happens, like...
In that context, for me, at least, my thought process in all of that was, Foodie often came online to tell us all about her escapades and all of the menses that she had met whichever way, and then so many of them resulted in like Big Turk asked for money after the Magnum Dong trophy incident, and yeah, just like all of that stuff. So, and then like her saying how hot and heavy she was getting it in Cuba, and then giving away a laptop. Like there was an exchange of goods and services and all of that, but I mean, whatever. We're just keeping track of the story.
I don't care about that. I'm just saying you can't say I'm going to attack Gaining Ground's mother with dementia just because you talked about my daughter being a prostitute when she's the one who brought it on the internet in the first place. Her daughter's an adult, not a child. I really should lawyer up. I know, I should, and maybe I am.
Maybe she's lawyering up. Ooh, maybe she's going with one of those firms that are like no win, no fee or whatever it is.
Anyway.
Ooh, how fun.
At least you're out there doing something and traveling. I know. Yep.
That's true, Lottie.
Yep. They think they're just good. Like, they think that these things, like, just get to me. All it does is, like, add karma to your own self. Like, you coming at me every day. Like, whatever. Like, that doesn't have a real effect on my life after I log off. Whatever, you know? Like...
Doesn't it? Because it seems to be affecting you quite consistently and negatively.
I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it does have an effect on my mental health. Maybe it makes it worse. I don't know. but I like to think I'm strong. But everyone has limits, you know. Everyone has limits. And yes, some things have affected me negatively. For sure, some things have affected me negatively. Some of the harassment, some of the hate, like for sure it has. I'm not like not human. Hello, and I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh yeah, sure. But you know, like, I only brought up what her daughter does because of the fact that she brought it up in that moment. I was using her words against her. So if she doesn't want it brought up, like, why am I not allowed to talk about something that happened on the internet? Like, why am I not allowed to talk about...
Again, just because you can.
What she said. Like, hello. Hi, Cozy. Yeah, I do defeat.
Extremely unbothered. This is Foodie being calm.
They do get criticized more for being overweight, yes. Of course, like we know what we're doing is not healthy. Like, it's not the point. Like I always say, nobody wants to be 400 pounds. You know? But it's not just as easy as that. People act like, well, then change. Like, that's just such a lack of... That shows so much ignorance in itself.
I think, and again, I did catch the 400 pounds. I don't care how much Foodie weighs. It's ridiculous the lengths to which she feels it necessary to like, fool the audience. It doesn't matter. I think in all of that, Foodie, I think there's quite a simple perspective from the audience, which is maybe you shouldn't mukbang if this is a concern. Like, why are you doing this? Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe it's not a good idea to train your brain into receiving yay dopamine from food, but also yay dopamine from money. Like, maybe that's a really not great habit to reinforce, but that's also been discussed for the last like 6 years. So it's not really I don't think at this point in time, I don't know if it's a relevant talking point. I think that there also might be some stuff going on with Foodie's, like, because Foodie's essentially getting monetarily rewarded for getting upsetty spaghetti whenever she's online, and she's already got an enlarged heart, so, like, not in a Grinch kind of way, but in a, like, actual medical serious kind of way. So I don't know if it's a great idea to be instigating, not even instigating, but just like being involved in conflict so consistently and getting mad on the internet about it when, like, your health will be impacted negatively about it. But whatever, anyway, who cares? It's just different reality.
Man, right there. I would be in tears all the time if someone hated on me all the time. Yeah, everyone handles it differently. And that's why YouTube should be a more responsible platform. People should be allowed to come on here and come to work, and you can say it's not a job, while making thousands of dollars a month and paying your bills is a job, whether you like it or not, just because we're not sitting at a desk with a headset, okay? Actually, I am sitting with a headset right now.
Me too!
So, entertaining people, talking to people, earning money, it's, you know? So people should be allowed to come to their job, should be allowed to come online. It's 2024, everyone does something online.
Yeah.
You know, it's the internet, and they should be allowed to be on a platform.
Yeah.
You know, like YouTube, we can't always control what happens, but like on other platforms, but like each platform should be responsible for that. Should be responsible for enforcing their terms of service.
Right.
You know, like, and they don't. And to say that I'm a liar because they would take these channels down, you just proved my point even more, yo mama. You proved my point that this platform.
Ready, set, bees.
Gee, loyalty fees are 24 months.
Horrifying.
Oh wow, 2 years.
Oh no, there is someone in there for 2 years. So there might be a couple in there for 2 years.
It's not only hate they give you, it's also taking your income away. They have pushed such stories and twist your words so people stop supporting you. Exactly, G. Exactly. Thank you. Ready, set, rebees. Even though I've explained myself ad nauseum on things. Yeah, exactly. Teardrop. I guarantee that YouTube would not stand beside YouTube. Well, they do. They don't care. They don't take these channels down. They look at Swordfish. He still has a channel. How many times has he threatened violence on women? And he still has a channel. Like, they don't care. If he still has a channel, and yes, I've reported him too. Like, how many people have reported him? I use him for people who are like actually real men, male. So, I mean, you don't.
It's all very confusing.
It's just, they don't care. They don't care whatsoever. Like, it has nothing to do with me. It's, you know, I do my part and the rest, I just leave it up to God at this point. Oh, hold on a sec. My alert, I'm sorry, my alert didn't show. Aw. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, G. Thank you, G. 2 years is a long time.
Yeah, and Ruthie, to be fair, there is a part in the community guidelines that speaks about specifically like dehumanizing individuals and protective groups and all of that stuff.
They don't care. That's why I won't make a channel, Sheena. Anyways. So yeah. To tell my book club.
Ariel, thank you for the super
Yes,
chat. Ariel says, we need a rage bingo. I mean, they've existed before. I'm pretty sure. We've seen a couple of foodie bingos through the years.
I don't humanize somebody who abuses women. Sorry. Not sorry. If YouTube cared, it would be a different platform, but they don't. It's all sad. Yeah, I know people think it would be boring, but like how sad, like if you just get all your entertainment from just listening to people get, literally just like beat up every day. I don't know. That's why certain people I don't watch. Like I don't watch reactors. Like I don't know. Sometimes I don't like when
she says that, and yet
when I was in Original Owls chat, there was like literally I didn't have anything else to watch. She's not hateful. Like she doesn't just spew hate all the time. I don't like people who are like hateful. I can't stand listening to them, and she doesn't have an annoying Patty and Selma voice. So stage 5 emphysema voice. So I don't know
if it would be better or worse if Chantal just openly admitted she wanted to know what people were saying about her, and that's why she's in like channels watching them. Like, oh, I had nothing else to watch, so you watched a piece of content about you. Okie dokie. Like, you don't have to lie. You can just say why you're watching it. It's fine.
Only certain people I can stand. But I'm sorry, I had to call out your mama on that BS because he's literally just sitting there acting all like, get off your high horse, buddy. Like, seriously, you completely twisted what I said. And you called me a liar with no proof. So I just proved you wrong. All right, there you go. And I'll have way more proof after that.
No offense, Lottie.
Because I know people are going to say it's photoshopped. I know I'm one step ahead. They're so predictable.
Oh, God.
I don't understand what their current issue is. There's no current issue. The current issue is they pick apart how I pray, how I worship, sitting there. Most of them don't, like, where are you? Are you in church every Sunday?
No.
Most of them are probably atheist. Because
what's wrong with that?
Who worships God and has a channel like this? Who is God-fearing and talks about other people like this on a daily basis?
This seems very judgy. This seems very judgy and weird. This seems very judgy. All of these people, all of these blasphemers, they're not right. They're not God-fearing folk. They're all out here not going to church and being judgy on the internet. Of course they are. Fucking rude. Sacrilege.
There's no current issue.
So
the current
silly.
issue is they pick apart how I pray, how I worship, sitting there. Most of them don't, like, where are you? Are you in church every Sunday?
No.
Most of them are probably atheist. Because who worships God and has a channel like this? Who is God-fearing and talks about other people like this on a daily basis? Who? Like...
Girl, put the judgy stick away.
Hi, Sylvia.
Put it away.
It's ridiculous. Like, Anyway, so I wanted to prove that. I was like, you know what? Yep, that's so easy to prove. I don't know why people like would think I'm lying about that. Like, why?
I truly hate, and like, look, don't disrespect anyone for their faith, obviously. But it does strike me as like, so the logic does not make sense in my brain where Chantal has basically told everybody if they question her faith, they are Islamophobic, and yet she's assuming everybody's faith who is critical of her. Fuck, that's wild.
Oh yeah, I do.
What a piece of logic to try to wrap your head around. But like, Chantal is kind of the epitome of rules for me and not for thee. It's such a weird feeling when your brain like puts those two things together and just like, ooh, that's how she thinks. That's wild.
You report them. Like, why? What proof do you have that I'm lying? So you just make a claim without any proof? Like, please. What happened to, like, in the system where I'm from, it's innocent until proven guilty, buddy.
Buddy.
I don't owe you anything. I don't even know, like, I didn't have to show that.
Yeah, also someone's faith does not necessarily, like, mean they are more or less have the same or different morals and ethics and all of that stuff. But that's a much deeper conversation than Chantal's willing to have, I think.
Yeah, he's being a rat cozy. Yep. I saw a funny video that was making fun of everyone getting angry about how you wash your hands. Yeah, imagine being that petty. Imagine having the time and mental energy, nothing else to fulfill your life, that you have to come after somebody like that for how they wash their hands. Like, I don't know. It's so weird to me. Like I said, Twilight Zone level. I don't get it. So, being a jerk again. Yeah, just like basically, like I said.
Oh,
just
hey, Hattie, good to see you, mate. I hope you're having a good weekend. I feel like it's been a while.
Like, yeah, I left that comment, and it's because Sam is the one who's told many story times about her adult. He's saying that I came after Sam's kids. Why? I'm disgusting. He literally verbatim said, "I'm disgusting for coming after Sam's kids." How is it an adult? How is an adult a child? How am I?
I don't think the semantics of the age of the individual are really that important in all of this, Chantal. Like, I think you're trying to deflect onto a different, not topic, but a different focus. Delulu, thank you for the super chat. Delulu says, the Lion, the Witch, and the Audacity. Thank you for the super chat, mate.
Coming after her kids when she brought up the story time online. Like...
Yeah, exactly, Lottie. You tell her.
And no, it's not the same. I'm sorry, but her coming for Gigi's elderly mother and making the most disgusting comments about an elderly woman with dementia, a helpless woman, versus somebody commenting on her parenting because her daughter was a prostitute. Not the same at all. Not the same at all.
They are different things that are being said, and people will have their own opinions on both. Like, but why are you in it? Why are you in it? Like, why are you in it? Why are you... It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we've cycled from where we were an hour ago now. We've gone full round.
The same at all. Sorry. Not sorry. It's just weird. Like, she's saying... She's basically getting mad at Gigi for saying her daughter's a prostitute. You said that yourself, Sam. You exposed all of your daughter's tea. You treated your daughter horribly. You ignored your daughter so you can go have intimate relations with Yaba. That's all on the internet. And you say that people don't, you get mad when people react to it, but you can have a fatty podcast with your overweight significant other and make fun of the same overweight person over and over. I don't think so. You don't have a right to virtue signal. And you don't have a right, yo mama, to come at me for talking about that when, like, you completely took that out of context. I didn't come for anyone's kid.
What song am I thinking of? You don't have the right.
Do you see where people twist things to try to make me look bad? And that's how it is. That's how it starts.
Chantal, you're making yourself look bad. Very much on your own in all of this.
That's how people say, oh, you're disgusting, you always come for kids. No. Sam is the one who outed her daughter's dirty laundry. Her adult daughter. Don't get it twisted. Oh, anyway. I wash my hands by licking them.
No, I think she's saying it incorrectly. It's virtual signaling.
Sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes licking your fingers is satisfying. The best part about eating like cheesies, for example, is licking the Cheeto dust after. And then I wash them after that. I don't know, Beast Boy. I'm not loyal to, like, any reaction channels. Like I said, I was defending Gigi because I felt super bad for him. Like, you can tell that sometimes mentally it takes a toll on him. And these two have also, like, tried... They're the most vile. I would say that Yaba and Sam are the most vile ones on the internet. Probably. They're on level with FFG. I swear. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, the things...
I remember when Chantal used to just get, like, 2 burgers and, like, 3 sides and a drink and sit down and tell us stories about rocks and failed threesomes and, you know, like, how much she hated her boss. Different time.
If you go back, I'm sure a lot of you don't know the history. You just tune in to listen to them give me crap. But if you knew the way they were for years, it's disgusting the things they've said and done. And nothing I've done or said has compared to anything they do. Like, they're just, you know, I don't know. They've literally...
That's the thing, Foodie. We're not here to compare fucking people. People have all sorts of opinions on the internet. Good, bad, ugly, terrible, insightful, redundant. No one's defending anyone. No one's I'm not team anyone. I'm not here to suffer this nonsense. I'm here to have a good time and laugh. Right? And your nincompoopery on the internet is entertaining, but this is 2.5 hours of being in a circle trying to convince and argue with people to be convinced and agree with you. I don't understand. Why are you in it?
Called CPS on people. They've made fun of kids. You want to say I'm coming for someone's kids? What about you, Sam? What about you coming for your own lover's kids? You came for Yaba's kids. You said they were unfortunate looking. The things you said and did to each other before becoming lovers is atrocious. And there's no way I would ever forgive that. Like, I don't know. It's so weird. These people are just, like, insane, and I want them to just leave me out of your depravity. Like,
she doesn't know what's happening, Goose Chuck.
No, like somebody said, what have you done recently? Nothing. You know, it's, like, so weird to me. I don't know. You know why they have to keep finding something? Is because otherwise, literally, they have nothing to talk about. This is their talking point. Me, every single day. How I pray. Meanwhile, they don't show themselves. There's, you know, it's, like, ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, and it's ridiculous the fact that we're only an hour and 15 minutes into this. It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna report
Stop saying lover.
that to YouTube. I don't care if you think I'm
Lover.
thin-skinned or whatever. It's the principle. They're platforming hate. They've acknowledged it's hate, and they're still doing it. And they're still doing it. So most people are
Ellen,
unfortunately
100%.
thinking- Yeah, sure.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm not loyal to any reaction channels. I just like here and there will listen to a stream, like if I'm doing something. I don't know. I don't even know why. I started listening to some drama a long time ago before I was, before I reverted, and it's hard to just break those old habits of stopping to listen to everything.
You need to take your own advice, get a life, go out and do something. If you're watching stuff that is actively making you unhappy, girl, take the note.
You stay curious a little bit to how everyone's doing and what's going on. But to just sit there and listen to someone just like beat on someone over, like I could never listen to, even if they weren't talking about me, I could never listen to one of Scam's live streams. There's no way. Just the way she talks, she's so full of hate. It's so obvious. That's embarrassing. That's more embarrassing than any subject you talk about, is how much hatred you have. Like that's gonna kill you. I'm telling you. You can talk about me eating pizza all you want.
Chantal, take your own advice.
At least I don't have seething hatred like this to talk about people like this on a regular basis. The only time I call it out. That's it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Chantal is the epitome of calm in this stream. What are you even talking about? Okay, chat, I'm going to start skipping through because I'm a little bit tired of this.
Hold on a second. Kadar. I don't know, I have to find it.
Skipping.
I don't know, but
Hey,
whatever.
Miranda.
Anyways, guys, it is horrible. Yeah, and then your mom is like, but making fun of her being a prostitute's horrible. I didn't say anything about her being a prostitute. I was acknowledging what she was saying about it. She was like, well, you're saying my adult daughter, not child, adult daughter's a prostitute. So I'm going to call your mother, who's elderly and has dementia and is incontinent, I'm going to pick on that for 2 hours straight. Yeah, that's really equal. Whatever. I said something. I'm not sorry. Whatever.
Well, you certainly did. And yet, here we are watching.
Say what? What did I say? I want to know. So anything current, Rye? Come in here with anything current. How about
We
that?
get a hamster update. We did not get a hamster update. And I'm assuming that Julia remains unvaccinated and unspayed, unfortunately. But she got her 100k plaque. I'm glad she's got priorities. Managed to get her 100k plaque into her home. Still hasn't managed to get her cat vaccinated or spayed. Very good. Anyway. I mean, we all know Chantal.
Stream for 2 hours talking about her mom? No, I didn't. Yeah. Anyway, I'm distancing myself from all these stupid people. Like, I can't. All of this crap. It's just negative BS, always. Negative. They always bring up the past. Like, how long ago was Cuba Rage? Exactly how long ago was it? Like, seriously. Why are you bringing up a situation, like, that has nothing to do with the current situation?
Oh, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I gotta go check on my food.
Exactly, Shelly.
I feel like she's winding herself down. She's gonna spend the next hour just, I don't know, self-soothing
vitamins,
or
okay?
something.
Yeah, it has carbs. They can't differentiate between good carbs and bad carbs. So let's say I had a baked potato and a piece of chicken and some broccoli. They would pick me apart. Well, that's good, but don't eat the baked potato.
My advice would be speak to your healthcare professional and get a diet plan, because like you've got a lot of stuff going on, and you did have actually that diabetes doctor gave you some suggestions because the liver's also a concern. But
if I came with a plate of like a big steak with just butter on it,
yeah,
with bacon, they would be like, "That's so good. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight doing this. Yeah, that's cool."
I probably wouldn't say that. I would probably say you should speak to your healthcare professional about getting on a diet plan, because I don't think a high-fat diet's good for you considering the state of multiple organs, and that's not what you were told when you visited the diabetes doctor. They said a pretty moderate approach, including all macros, was probably the best way to go about it. But anyway, put words in my mouth, whatever.
Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Everyone just thinks they're an expert in nutrition. It's just like,
nope. I'm trying to piece together your health gurney, because you seem to have forgotten everything that's happened over the last 3 months. I'm not a professional at all, but it's very confusing when you sit here and tell us one thing and actively work against that thing that you told us.
I don't know. People are just too preachy in general, I guess. But yeah, I was watching a woman who was talking about diabetes. She's a diabetes doctor. I'll have to like she's on TikTok, so I don't want to get like striked for putting her videos, but I'll try to make a video about it. She was talking about the biological reason why it's actually fat that contributes to type 2 diabetes, because it like
Is this person on TikTok a professional? Go and speak to a doctor. Oh my god.
blocks the cells from something about the insulin getting in the cells or something like that.
Sure.
And that's why, like, the high blood sugar is a byproduct of the fat causing the type 2 diabetes. And it makes sense to me because, like I said, like, I do eat sweets. I'm not saying I don't, so don't twist my words.
Yep,
but
there's a whole conversation to have about insulin resistance and the effect that insulin resistance, like, situation type of deals have on blood sugar. Yeah. Doctors.
I always had a super high fat diet. Like, I always ate a lot of fatty fast food, you know, a
Cheese is her favorite macro.
lot.
Yep.
I didn't just sit here and eat, like, tons
That's
of cake.
not a read. That's just the legitimate facts of watching Chantal. Like, she can't... I don't think there's a mukbang out there where Chantal hasn't had cheese included. For a hot minute, at least.
It's like, you know, it's not like that. I prefer fatty food, you know? Grape leaves. Really? Scapegoat? No way. Baked potatoes are good, yeah. Yeah, baked potatoes are good.
Okay.
Baked potatoes have carbs, but they're like... A baked potato also has a lot of fiber. So when you eat soluble fiber with carbs, the soluble fiber will, like, help your bloodstream. Like, it will release the glucose in your bloodstream at a slower rate. You know? That's why, like, pure, like,
Low GI, yeah.
carbs that are stripped of any fiber, like white rice, white bread,
Yeah.
those are not the best when you're diabetic because of the fact that they just they just go right through there. There's no fiber to slow the digestion.
Great, so you acknowledge that those things are probably not beneficial to someone who has untreated, unmanaged type 2 diabetes. And yet, we mukbang these things. Okie dokie.
Basically. The skin, yeah, me too. I like jacket potatoes. Like, you ever see that Spudman guy? He's, like, super big right now on TikTok. He makes, like, these loaded baked potatoes with beans. You know?
Okay, I think the rage has subsided. We're talking about baked potatoes now.
Ugh. You drank marinara? What? One of the best snacks
It's Dr. Armchair. Thank you.
I ever had that was kind of healthy, I guess. Depends your idea of healthy, right? Some people think cheese is not healthy, so... And it's probably not really that healthy, but in moderation. Cheese, mozzarella...
Yeah, in moderation. Go if you have never counted calories before, if you are new to understanding, like, macros, go and look up what, like, 100 grams of just, like, regular, like, a block of cheese from the shop. Go look up what 100 grams of cheese, like, allocates to in terms of calories and fat in particular. Cheese does have protein in it. Great. It's an excellent source of calcium. Great. The quantity of cheese required to exceed a calorie or to give you a calorie surplus will be extremely surprising if you're unaware.
cheese strings with dipped in marinara sauce, the one from Costco. Oh, I miss Costco. I really miss Costco.
Elvin,
If I ever,
sorry.
like, wanted to shop in Canada again, I would have to go to, like, Adonis because I think they have a lot of halal food there. I don't know. I'm overweight, but I can't eat a lot at one time. I like to snack off. Yeah, some people are just like grazers. They like to eat, you know, off and on, but anyway. It does feel like a monster. Yeah, people were making fun of Amberlynn. Remember Zachary Michael making fun of the binge monster? Like, dude, your karma is you're getting pudgy. I'm telling you. That's your karma. I don't know.
Oh, Chantal picked up the judgmental stick again. The judgy stick.
Because I'm telling you, you make fun of somebody with weight issues, it's going to come back. Like, they made fun of her, like, binge eating. Like, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's so sick. I don't know. How is that funny? That, like, it is a monster. It's literally feels like that. Like, you're battling with, like, a monster. It feels like that for sure.
On that topic for me with Ambi, like, it's not funny, but it is very confusing the way that she's spoken about all of that, and then during the weight loss surgery, and then trying to, like, piece that timeline together, whether or not it is or is not, whether or not, yeah, anyway, whatever. That
Hello.
doesn't make it funny, it just makes it confusing.
I'll meet at Costco, really? Who knows when I'll ever get to go there again? Might be years. But when I do, you know what I used to love from Costco? Was all the cheese. Like, Costco was like a food addict's,
Night, Mama Bear.
like, dream castle. Remember when I went on the scooter? I didn't care. People want to make fun of me for being on a scooter, whatever. But the scooter was struggling, that's all. Anyway, so
Are we done?
they had those little holy guacamole things. Those are so good.
Okay, she's just talking about food now, chat. We're done. We're done here. We've done our 2 hours today. It's all good. I'm going to go continue my meal prep. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Ooh, rain. Oh, there's so much rain. That's lovely. Excellent. Ooh, and it's getting chilly. Oh, perfect. It's not like summer rain. It's autumn rain. Good for you. Thank you very much for hanging out with us, chat. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Please make sure you get your steps in, wear your sunscreen, hug a loved one, drink your water, take a nap, have a snack, enjoy the rain, vibe. Just make sure you laugh. Don't take things too seriously, and, don't take it to heart. For those of you on the rewatch, I appreciate your comments, opinions, and eyeballs chat. If you'd like to hit the like button on the way out, I'd very much appreciate that as well. You've been great, and I've been Pulpy, and I will see you all in the